There we
And
go.
we're live.
Hey,
For
there
now.
we go.
Hello.
Oh, ahoy, ahoy.
How are all of you?
Hello.
Good.
Tired.
Good.
Perpetually
Alive.
tired.
Hearing a lot of good, alives, and tireds.
That sounds about right.
Good, alive, and not tired? How's that?
So that sounds like
Brag
we're
about it.
slightly above par today. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. I was chomping at the bit for today.
Good. Glad you're excited. Because I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a interesting little adventure, this one.
That terrifies me. In a
But
good way.
yeah. So I got everything set up. I started to peruse everybody's information and whatnot today, because I am the king of procrastination. But I got the gist of what needs to be known. For now, anyway. But yeah, so welcome on in, everybody, to a new campaign, as we started things off with this a couple weeks ago when we were talking about what we wanted to do after Tricorn Isles unfortunately ended after a unfortunate TPK. But we started getting together, brainstorming, everybody started making their characters, and we are ready to begin a brand new game today. For those who didn't see the Behold Lore show, this is taking place in Tahlendra, which is our season 2 game, or our campaign 2 world setting. We're going back to that because I know a lot of us have had wants to go back and to experience the world after the events of Continuance, and so here we are. Before I start, does anybody have any announcements or anything they need to make?
Ready to
I
rock.
don't think so.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm a doofus. I forgot to give you guys something.
Uh-oh.
Cameras are gonna get messed up for a second. They're back. You sort of need the music link.
Zoro did it already.
Yeah, because it's the same link every time. We just went back and found it ourselves.
The DM's not going to give it to us. We're going to give it to us ourselves.
Fine, we'll
Yep.
do it ourselves.
Okay, then. Well, then that means I can start the music. I didn't know how loud that was going to be. I apologize to anybody's eardrums. Oh. So, our story takes place about 12 years ago. Well, starts anyway. Not 12, I'm sorry, 21 years ago. When the strange events in the city of Lumin saw the birth of 5 individuals, all born under the same moon on the same day at the exact same time. If that wasn't weird enough, a stranger paid a visit to the town that day and left a gift for each child. Those who stopped this stranger mentioned that they would come to appreciate them when they grew up. What then transpired was a budding friendship between 6 young children. The 5 that were born on the same day, and a little another child who was a little bit older than the rest, something of a big sibling to the rest of them. When the time came up for their 12th birthday, each of you set out from your comfortable homes in the city of Lumin and began to begin your studies afar, learning the practical applications of being an adventurer. You're given field of expertise that you have chosen took you to various parts of the world. And then after a couple years of practical study, you were taken out into the world with a mentor. And from the ages of 15 to 21, you studied under this mentor and went on a series of adventures, gaining real world experience and knowledge. And as we come to today, a couple days after your 21st birthday, all of you begin to find your way back home. Now fully fledged and recognized adventurers under the Adventurers Guild. The year at this point in time is after Continuance 159. Only a couple weeks are away until the 160th celebration of Continuance itself. The Continuance celebration is always a big thing, but seeing as how this is another marker year, festivities all around the world are being planned, and a big grandiose celebration, and for those who are interested in it, tournament is being hosted in the city of Glimmercross. But that's still a couple weeks away. Right now, the only thoughts on your mind is returning home, seeing your friends and family again, and just enjoying a nice breather, as this is the first real time you've had off since you were 12. So, as we pick up today, you two chose the most dragon frickin' names ever, I have to say.
No, you should have seen our group chat.
I am just going to refer to you as Val and Nock.
That's probably the easiest way.
Val and Nock are twin dragonborn, coming from various areas in the southernmost continent. The two of you had run into each other once again in Kaskar and decided that it would be best to travel with one another through the mountain city and through the pass that leads down over to Lumin. And as the two of you are traveling, you can now see off in the distance a few trails of smoke as the morning fires of Lumin have slowly started coming to life. If both of you can describe what your characters look like.
Do you want to go first, or shall I?
Go first. I have to grab something.
Okay, got you. Okay, so let me get that started and have a little bit of fun here. So wow, where do I even start? So Nock, I mean, yeah, if you want to pronounce his full name, it's Mentor Nock, which is very long and annoying. So Nock is probably the better, easier way to pronounce him. He's a bronze dragonborn. And you can see, funny enough, he's got that very bright bronze colored scales. but they do have a little bit of that greenish oxidized color to some of them. He's wearing robes actually that are very well. You can see them actually in the background here, but he's wearing greenish robes with again bronze-colored decorations to it, and give me 1 second here, and then on his belt, you can see all sorts of knickknacks have been attached. Of course, he's got his grimoire, but there's clockwork, gears, all sorts of just, again, knickknacks, for lack of a better term, hanging off his belt. The main thing to look at, really, that kind of catches people's eyes would more be the staff that he's carrying, which, again, looks like it's been made of all sorts of weird clockwork things kind of fused together. And you see there's these beautiful green gems sticking out of it. Odd thing for a Dragonborn. He's got a pair of fully functional wings, same as his sister. And yeah, that's more or less what he looks like. Piercing green eyes, and you have an idea of what he'd look like. Raven? Or Grave? Are you back?
Like,
Your turn.
okay.
What's your character look like?
Okay, so Valistraza is again a bronze dragonborn, but she has a distinctive blue, almost stormish blue hue to all of her scales, which is very evident when light reflects off them. Outside of that, she is currently wearing a full suit of chainmail and carrying just a regular shield and a warhammer, which she does not look like she struggles at all to wield. Outside of that, not much more.
You're muted.
You are muted, sir.
Thank you for letting me know that. It's been a little bit of time, not too long, since the two of you have last seen one another. Out of the group, you probably were the two that were in the most contact with each other, being twins, and just having that bond and sometimes that need to be close to one another. What is going through your head right now as you travel together?
Do you want to go or shall I go first?
Go ahead.
Sure. So Val, knowing Nock since they were, literally fresh out of the egg, can probably tell a little easier than anybody else would how excited he is to get back home. There's these very small signs, the slight twitch of the tip of his tail, the occasional shake of the barbs off of his chin, but just those little signs of, his hands being a little bit restless that most other people might not pick up on, but you can see he's very antsy, very anxious to get back home, to see the rest of their friends, to see, Emmerich, their what was once their nanny, basically. He used to be an adventurer. He's a peg-legged dwarf who had to retire after saving Nock and Val's parents and losing his leg in the process, and they basically hired him to take care of the twins when they were born, to at least give him some form of purpose since he can't go adventuring anymore. He's a knowledge domain cleric. So yeah, they're very excited to go home, and well, at least not they, but at least as far as Nock is concerned, he's very excited to go home, and he's probably walking, if they're not flying, he's definitely walking with this very determined, like I want to get ahead, I want to walk faster, I want to get there, like excitement, which he's trying to, hide, because I'm supposed to be a distinguished mage now. But again, she probably knows him better than most, and notices all those little twitchy movements he's doing. Of I'm excited to be home.
And is Val doing anything in particular, or?
No, she does like to tend to spend a little bit more time flying when she can. So especially as they're traveling, she'll occasionally be hopping up in the air to just look around, look ahead. Because part of her training, of course, of being a cleric is to always watch for people who might be in need. So being able to get a better perspective to find those people is always handy for her.
Okay. While you're up in the air, can you give me a perception check?
Of course. I am currently dumping spells into a character sheet. I apologize. That cleric list is massive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And there is not a universal drag all button that is working at this point. Perception. Oh, that's wisdom. 13.
13. So as you hop up into the air at one point in time, just stretching your wings out, just enjoying the very familiar coastal air that sort of blows in down over from the coast around Beacon Point, your eyes catch another pair of individuals in front of you. A little familiar to you, at least some of their appearances. Probably just a little bit of ways down the road, probably a decent dead sprint if you wanted to catch up to them. You see a white-haired gentleman and a very familiar, bright red-haired woman, just a little bit further down the road. As Gray and Rin, the two of you had gotten an early start, seeing as how you weren't really too far from home once you had set out today. You primarily were trained in Kaskar under both the fighter and the barbarian schools. Sorry, not the fighter. My mind is going somewhere else. But you after meeting up with one another in Kaskar, you had set out like I said earlier in the morning, and just again you begin to see the sky beginning to brighten up. The smokestacks coming up out of the chimneys of Lumin, as a very familiar and homely feeling begins to take you in. I also want to make a correction to myself, because I was thinking on a previous conversation that we had, and that is because Gray is a druid, not a fighter. So Gray, you made your way from the Great Oak Forest and Oak's Bounty up through Kaskar, running into Rin. And the two of you have shared the road since. But if the two of you would like to describe what your characters look like.
Yeah, I'll go first. Give Gilatam another minute to settle down since she just got back. So Gray is a gentleman that looks sort of like a half elf at a quick glance, but a longer look would tell you that his ears are kind of a bit longer than you'd expect from a half elf. The bridge of his nose is a bit wider than you'd expect from the fine features of an elven heritage. And there's just various features about him that are slightly off from what you would think. And that is because he's not a half elf, he's a shifter. And he is of average height. He's got long white hair that he typically keeps tied up in a ponytail, piercing red eyes, and he's dressed in utilitarian adventuring gear. Basically, it's layered cloths and layered leathers, very practical stuff. Though all of the metal that he's wearing is either brass or gold or something like that. None of it is silver or iron, which you might not think twice about at first glance, but there's reasons for it. He doesn't carry a staff or anything on him. He has a very nice looking dagger strapped to his belt that he has had from the day that he left Lumin. That was a gift to him. But other than that, no visible weaponry or anything like that. He doesn't look like somebody that is out and about looking for confrontation. He has a very relaxed demeanor to him.
And Rin, what does or I should say Gilly, what does Rin look like?
Walking inside them is a tall-ish half-orc woman. She has the kind of traditional teal skin, very small tusks on the bottom, but with bright red hair. She wears kind of a teal off-the-shoulder shirt, some bracers, and she's just she has like a leather corset piece around her and just some leather pants that she travels in. She's carrying around a long great sword. It looks well used, but well taken care of. It was also a gift she received. And hanging off one of her ears is just a small butterfly earring that she carries. She's probably walking along and she's keeping an eye on the surroundings, just more alert than anything, as she spent years doing basically mercenary work as part of her training. So she's been taught to stay vigilant at all times while on the road. But other than that, she's not particularly looking for anything out of the ordinary, just more of a keep an eye out for trouble coming their way.
And have the two of you engaged in any conversation, done any catching up when you met up, or is this just a very quiet trek home?
I imagine Gray would have already regaled Rin of all the stories of his training, possibly more than once, with each time the stories being completely different from each other. But he's not a yapper, but he does like to talk about adventures. So he would have certainly asked her about all her adventures as well.
She would have probably shared information about what she did, some of the stuff she saw while she was working as part of her training. Probably told you about the stubborn dwarf mentor she had, pain in her ass. But yeah, she doesn't quite embellish the way you do, but she does listen to all of your stories with earnestness, even when they change. She's kind of used to it. She got it not only from you, but from her father growing up as well, so...
And as you are having this conversation, you're always checking your sides, checking your six, making sure everything is fine, because that pain in the ass dwarf had instilled it in you to be always aware of your surroundings. Can you give me a perception check?
Certainly. 13.
Upon, just yapping back and forth with Gray about certain things you've experienced in your ventures and the various creatures that you've seen and the fights you've gotten into, you look over your shoulder just for a brief moment, and you just catch a glimpse of something jump into the air and unfurl these beautiful like copper wings. And then you like, as you kind of just like look at it more, you can make out a robed dragonborn. And your eyes go down a little bit further, and underneath them is another dragonborn walking along the road, a little bit of excited eagerness in their step.
Great. I think, I'm assuming she recognizes these dragonborns, right?
Ish. I mean, you haven't really seen each other since you were kids.
No, but I feel like the greenish tint on one of them is very distinctive. I can't be sure, but I think behind us is, two of our friends.
He'll turn around and take a look. I assume they're fairly easy to spot at this point. And he'll just he'll stretch his arm out into the air and wave at them.
Do we both see him waving?
He's wide in the open, and he's not trying to make himself like hidden. So, like, you're just a short distance apart from one another, so you can see him waving his arm at you.
Nock will look up at Val and say, "Little sister, you've given away our position."
I have. And I know who that is. I'll race you.
Of course. And as much as he sounds irritated by it, it's of course, but there's a huge grin on his face as he unfurls his wings and takes off after her.
And just in a jolt, the two of you, Rin and Gray, just see these two Dragonborn just begin to fly towards you at just a ridiculous speed, like almost in a contest like the two of them always are in, just trying to be the first one there.
Bet you a silver Val gets here first.
Are they okay? Who's flying and who's running?
And I'm sorry. The one in the air is not robed. They are in full armor.
Correct. It's the robe one that takes off after and starts to. Yeah. Anyway, you get the idea.
Oh, okay, so you're both flying then.
The race is a fly speed thing.
Yeah, when the siblings say race you, it always assumes flying.
Okay, well, so much for freezing the ground beneath your feet to make you fall.
You could do it to their wings.
I don't want to actually damage them. I just wanted to make them fall on their asses. Yeah, no, I'll take that bet.
Okay, so since we actually have a contest here, Nock and Val, can I get athletics checks from both of you?
Yes, something I'm not proficient in. We know who's going to win, but let me see it.
The reason I bet on who I did. She's always the more athletic one out of the two of you.
Granted, that was like almost 10 years ago.
True.
Oh, not with that roll. I'm not doing great on that.
Neither am I. Would you like to go first?
7.
3. You win, sir.
Even in the
landing might be a little.
So
the landing might be a little rough.
Even as they've grown up and everything, and the takeoff and everything is majestic, you begin to see as they're flying, they're like getting close to each other and like jabbing one another and like pulling on like each other's like armor and their robes, just trying to mess the other one up, and it just becomes a tangled mess as they're now just fighting just to stay in the air. But Val is able to just like put her foot on her brother's shoulder and push off of him just for a little bit of a boost at the end, and she like ends up just landing in front of you, like right in front of her brother.
Nice to see the two of you again.
It's been a while.
I see some things haven't changed.
Nope, he's still slow.
I got out of the egg first. Had to let her win at some point at some time.
Lies, you still had that egg fell on your head.
And you still had that one on your butt.
Well, I think you just won me a silver.
About that.
Oh, DM note here, because I forgot to tell you this. Each of you have 150 gold.
Oh, we do have money.
Yes,
Okay,
you do
we're
have
not
money.
poor.
Yeah, about that. You don't make very much money living in the woods. I don't suppose you'd take a rain check?
For you? Absolutely.
Nice.
Just don't tell my mom. She's probably still scold me for that.
I mean, now I want to tell her, yeah.
She just kind of looks at you. Eyes a little bit narrowed, like, you would.
Oh, we're almost home. Shall we keep going?
Yeah.
And as this conversation is happening, coming up the road is another individual. Making their way from Beacon Points after saying goodbye to a couple of their friends that they made in the city, and of course their tutor. How to describe you? A very unlikely looking paladin. Usually when people think paladins, they're heavy armor, heavy weaponry. But this woman is more in what looks to be lighter armor, carrying a shield and a rapier. I meant to click on something and it's screaming at me. But Jade, you have made your way from Beacon Points after a bit of a boat ride from Glimmercross. Now a fully fledged paladin, deciding upon the Oath of the Ancients. You find yourself on familiar road, getting closer to Lumin and to your own family home. Thoughts of your parents, thoughts of your family, their farm, and thoughts of just Spruce Home have just been running through your mind all day. And as you breathe in just the very clean northern air, just happy to finally be coming back home, you see a small collective of people along the road up ahead of you. A white-haired gentleman, a red-haired orc, and two very clumsily flying dragonborns. It takes a moment for you to kick in, but you're familiar with these people. It looks like a couple of your friends have almost beaten you home. But Siva, if you can give everyone a description of your character, Jade.
Okay. Just a small correction, actually. It's Oath of the Elements.
Both of the elements. I always confuse the ancients and the elements together.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm looking at these people on the road, and they look familiar, but some of them look taller than I remember, and it's really the Dragonborn that give away that's got to be the twins. So I'm not sure, but she's going to try to catch their attention, and she'll do that by waving her rapier. So she is quite tall for a human, quite slim. but she's human in appearance overall. She has very short, coarse, dark red hair. Her ears, which are the giveaway that she's not completely human, are slightly flared and pointed, and her eyes are a bright emerald green. She has a ruddy complexion with darker brown metallic freckles on her face. She carries a rapier, a standard rapier, but her shield is interesting because it's an elongated hexagonal leather shield, and it's embossed with a spider motif. She's wearing very tailored brown studded leather armor. It has a corset-like top and long leather panels which form a skirt. And these pretty much cover some cream-colored trousers which are tucked into some very soft-looking short white boots, which seem to have almost like silvery spider webs on them. She immediately tries to get their attention. She's waving her rapier and screaming at the top of her lungs, and she's screaming. She knows the Dragonborn for sure, so she's calling their names. Val, knock.
And he takes a pause from bickering with his twin sister as he turns around and sees the leather dressed paladin walking up. And he kind of squints for a minute and tilts his head to the side before looking her up and down and going, "Jade, is that you?"
Yeah, I seem to have gone even a bit taller than I was. It's so good to see you. How
Well,
have
same
you?
here.
How have you all been?
He kind of like looks down at his robe full of knickknacks and gears and everything kind of hanging off his belt and whatnot and looks back and says, "Well, clearly busy. Same to you, apparently. Is that a fully accomplished paladin I see walking back to us?"
Well, still learning, I think, and much to improve upon. But yes, they consider me well enough trained to send me on my way.
And what oath did you swear then?
I swore the oath of the elements.
You'll have to tell me about it sometime.
Yes. Well, it's fitting with the Earth Ganassi background and my ties to, the land and everything that I have. I'm really looking so forward to seeing my home, Spruce Home again, which is it's actually my backdrop for the viewers. It's a two-story stone house set in a sort of a meadow, a nicer part of the estate that my father, who's a noble, owns, and it has a backdrop or a windbreak of spruce and pine trees, which they planted, which is how the house came to have the name Spruce Home. Yes, I that was the oath that I took, and I had some wonderful teachers. It was really fun to learn how to maneuver, better with the shield and the rapier together, which I obviously was very poor at when I left. I see your flying hasn't improved much, so obviously you didn't work on that.
He laughs a little bit, and he says, "It's a lot better when I don't have my younger sister tangling up in my wings all the time."
Ah. Oh, but just a minute now. Are you sure who's who? Well, anyway, uh,
Here we go again.
have we decided who the younger? Anyway, Val, how are you doing? That's quite the set of armor. My goodness. Did they make you
It'll
polish it?
Polishing chainmail is impossible. It'll do for now. But
Oh,
there is one thing I want to mention. Your shield,
hmm
since I haven't sent you the information for it yet. The shield you carry is something of a technical wonder. This shield has the ability to change. you can shrink it down to the size of a buckler, or you can increase it all the way up to the size of a tower shield.
Oh, thank you.
This shield,
Oh, wow.
this is for Val. This is for Val.
Oh, for Val. Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, darn.
This is the Deck of Many Things item that Grave
Oh.
drew during
Darn.
during the unfortunate TPK episode.
Well, in that case, I'm going to look enviously at that shield.
So this shield, Grave, will allow you to shrink or increase the size of the shield. As it does, it will increase or decrease in armor class.
Okay. And the buckler basically just attaches to the forearm, whereas the tower shield I actually have to carry.
Correct.
Is that action, bonus action, free action?
Bonus action.
Bonus action? Okay.
Yep.
So at the current time, then, it is actually just a small buckler attached to her forearm. But no, the chainmail is an interim. It's not. My mentor said this was until I was comfortable. We're past that point, but might have to look into something else eventually, but it'll do.
And you're traveling with is that Gray? Gray. Yes?
Hey, been a long time.
Yes. Far too long. I've so missed your stories.
I've got plenty of new ones for you, believe me. Oh, the adventures I've been on, you wouldn't believe it.
The best part is now we can go sit in a tavern and discuss them properly over a pint of some or a tankard.
That does sound nice. That sounds real nice.
No more milk and cookies in the blanket in the backyard.
I mean, milk and cookies, still pretty darn good, though.
And napping in the sun in the backyard? I won't say no.
True. And oh my goodness, that can't be the hair. The hair is what's giving it away. Ren? My goodness.
Hello.
You look amazing.
Well, thank you. You've gotten tall.
Yeah.
Must have had a great
I
growth
think
spurt.
at some time I stopped growing. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's good to see you again. It's been ages.
Yeah. I really missed you. How's your mom and dad doing?
I unfortunately couldn't exchange many letters while I was doing my mentorship training. We moved around way too much. But I imagine they're doing well from the last I heard. Nothing's really changed too much. Sure,
That's
they kept
good.
busy.
I think we're all really anxious to really, see the people we haven't seen. Like I've had letters and things, but it's just not the same. And as you say, when you're out, patrolling or, doing some adventuring and so on, like it can be a long time between letters.
It's hard to get them out there when you're out and about. Definitely looking forward to getting back and seeing something familiar.
As all of you are having this conversation, Zoro, are you here?
Mostly.
Mostly.
Sorry, child is
It's
not
completely understandable. But while I have you here, Off in the distance in the sky, on a very large, what almost looks to be owl. Valeth, you were on a boat headed to Beacon Point, but after once again clearing the area between Thorn Bay and the ruins of Tharia, you and Duath had enough of it. The voices, everything. You just said, screw it, and you both took to the air and decided that you would fly the rest of the way home, figuring that you were at least safer in the air from the ghosts than you would be on a boat. And as you've broken from the sea over and you begin to fly over Beacon Point and you begin to make your way towards Lumin, Duath sort of turns their head and they're like, you know, this is the first time that I will actually be visiting your home. Well, any that I can remember anyway.
It's small.
I mean, small is good.
I suppose.
Ah, cheer up. A lot of time
It's a
to
lovely lake, though.
a lot of time to explore bigger things out there.
I hope so.
Everything okay?
I'm fine, just eager to get back.
You've seemed a little bit tense since we took to the air. I just wanted to make sure.
For one, I didn't want to get caught by anything.
Right? I don't know why they take the boats around that way.
Just thank the gods that you are a very quiet flyer. Less attention.
Yeah. We didn't need the captain yelling at us for abandoning ship when we did. Okay, I don't want to spook you even more. There are just a collective of people just a little bit ahead of us. 5 of them. All of them armed. All of them look seasoned enough. You want me to avoid them?
Do they look like they're gonna attack?
And Duath said just kind of like turns a little bit more than a bird usually does because, again, owl. It's like, no, they seem to be joking. They seem very joyous. Dragon people.
All right, well,
Interesting.
there are a handful of them around. Have you seen dragon people before?
Yes, but didn't you say you had friends who were dragon people?
A couple, yes.
These two look almost identical. And then there is a green lady with very, very bright red hair and a guy with white hair and very tall lady.
I'm going to correct you on one thing. They're not really identical. Clearly, you're colorblind. One is green and one is blue, but we can go check it out.
They look copperish.
Bronze, common misconception.
Am I colorblind?
I mean, to be fair, your eyes are more meant for the darkness, so yeah.
Okay.
You thought you found a pumpkin one year and it was a tomato, so
Can we not
Yeah.
can we not talk about that? I'm still disappointed that
still
it
ate it. It was fine.
Yeah, but I was disappointed that it wasn't a pumpkin.
We just had to fly higher. Still
Oh.
funny.
Okay, do you want me to go low or do you want me to stay high? How are we approaching this?
I almost want to see how long it takes to notice them, but they're not. So I guess we'll go low. Just be careful. They don't know I have you.
And as you say that, Duoth like tucks their wings and just goes down into a dive. And sort of giving a warning to everybody like out there. The 5 of you hear just a very loud, like bird-like screech echo through the area. And as your eyes dart over to the sound, you just see this massive griffin dive bombing down low to the ground, and like right before it impacts onto the dirt, it levels out and begins to fly towards you. And you just see this this young woman on the back of this very beautiful looking owl-like griffin.
I think seeing something dive bombing them by reflex, Nock is gonna just open his wings wide.
Oh, they grew up.
Jade would immediately do a tuck and roll and come up with the behind her shield with the shield facing the incoming bird.
You guys basically see it is griffin like with like the tail and everything, but it's a black great horned owl for the front with bright yellow eyes. And Valeth is wearing it kind of looks like almost like full plate armor, but not quite. It definitely looks lighter. It's not as bulky despite having like the pauldrons and like the full gauntlets and legs and everything. You do see there are some parts of her skin that's exposed. It almost looks like she's wearing like a skirt for the lower half. She does have a cloak and a very big bow behind her, as she has very pale, almost white, but not quite skin, with kind of gray blue eyes and very long, slightly messy black hair that's in a braid that goes down practically to her thighs. It's a very long braid. And she does have what looks like some black markings going over just one eye. And yeah, that's when she'll say like, "Oh yeah, I grew up."
And as you say that, Duoth just sort of hits the brakes right in front of everybody, just like stops and just sets down very gently onto the ground and tucks their wings in and just lowers down just a little bit to let you off of its back.
That was quite the grand entrance. Scared the shit out of me.
My apologies. She said go low, so I tried to make it as low as possible and to make myself be able to be seen easily.
Definitely accomplished that.
Oh, wait a minute. Valeth? Is that you?
Who else would it be?
Oh, wait. Who's your friend?
This is my Griffin Duoth. He is my partner now. We do everything together.
That's awesome. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'll give the griffin a slight bow.
And Duoth bows to you. I don't know if anybody's ever said it's a pleasure to meet me. It's nice to hear. It is a pleasure to meet you too.
Well, who wouldn't be pleased to meet a griffin?
Things I eat. Goblins.
That's fair.
I suppose so. But hey, at least they're being eaten by something awesome, right?
Well, aside from the other knights, pretty much resides high in the mountains and the cliffside, so don't get much visitors. And when they do, food. Usually.
Everyone's got to eat. Well, I guess not everyone. Some things don't eat. Most things got to eat, though.
See, this one
Still
agrees.
overthinking. Or prolonging the thought process, I should say. Some things don't change.
Suppose not. Kind of like they're flying.
And Jade, having grown up in the country with all sorts of animals, unfortunately, her first instinct is she'll lower her shield, sheath her rapier, walk over, and ruffle the bird's feathers on his head.
And Duath kind of,
Be careful.
he's a little hesitant at first, and he like gives like a look to Valeth.
Don't bite the hand.
Okay, and he just leans down, and so you could like ruffle the feathers.
He's
Just-
beautiful.
Just be careful, guys. He is a griffin, not a cat. Gotta be a bit more cautious when approaching them. Thankfully, this one's mine, but if you go up to any other one, they could potentially, well, attack or fly away.
Oh yeah, wild griffins will eat your face. I only eat people's faces when I'm told to.
Well, you seem so polite and well-mannered. I was sure you wouldn't mind a head scratch.
It's because you're friends with Valeth. I kind of like my space with strangers sometimes, but you didn't come at me with the weapons, so I didn't feel like I needed to, again, eat the face.
Well, thank you. I'm sorry if I intruded on your space, but you are truly magnificent.
I mean, I'm not going to shy away from a scritch or two.
Thinking of a griffin going like, "Don't pop my bubble. Don't get in my bubble." My bubble.
Back.
I think the cat reaction of scratch, scratch, scratch. Okay, now scratches, and now scratches.
Bite.
Yeah, while this is happening, Nock will get over his initial surprise of getting, I don't want to say bum rushed, but by a giant griffin. He'll tuck his wings back in and kind of shake his body for a sec, just kind of like getting the stress out. Before just kind of nodding here. Sorry, I'm drawing a complete blank. How do I pronounce your character's name so I don't butcher it?
Who?
Zoro.
Valeth.
She's so.
Bailiff. Okay, just to make sure I don't destroy it. Yeah, my French brain is trying to pronounce that in a completely different way, and I'm like, no.
Well, now I want to hear it.
Right?
Dance,
You did this
Frenchman,
yourself.
dance.
Right. Oh, do you want me to actually say it in French?
Yes.
We're all looking for it.
This is waiting for the translation here.
Yeah,
No,
just like
listen.
stop stalling.
Putting me on the spot like that is embarrassing, right? Thank you.
What can I say except?
Anyway, but yeah, no, I mean, in French it would be something like Vilit, so it comes out completely different, and that's why I was like trying not to butcher it too much. So Valith, okay. But yeah, no, and he'll just nod to Valith, and then look at the griffin and back to Valith, and just raises that one eyebrow and nods, impressed again. He's never seen probably a creature that big, and for him that's quite the impressive feat that she's got this thing partnered up, I guess.
Well,
Too
since
much
we're all
time
here,
with the
shall
books,
we?
brother. You're looking a little skittish.
He kind of looks over his shoulder back at his sister and just kind of shakes his head. You can see his tail twitches in annoyance a little bit, for a sec there. And there's that, fang that kind of shows a little bit as he kind of low growls back at her. Not in words or anything, but just the irritated low growl.
Well, since we're all here, shall we at least travel together back home?
Yeah, I don't see why not. We're almost there.
I, for one, am excited to see your home. Heard a little bit about it from Valeth, but I've never seen it with my eyes. She says it's small, but I mean, I don't know if that's
I mean,
normal.
the
people
city
small?
itself is big,
I
but
think
like
that's
I guess
more of a
individual homes, yeah.
comparative. For you, it might be a little smaller than you like.
Well, I could find a place to fit, even if I have to sit on the roofs. As the six of you begin to make your way back to Lumin, just a very, very happy feeling sort of flows through all of you. Seeing your friends once again on the final stretch back home. You begin to smell cooking bread and meats and pastry as even more of the day has started. You can hear the sound of the voices of the people of Lumin begin to fill the air as morning market begins. And as you cross into the gates, you get a couple people giving you quizzical looks. A couple people will instantly recognize who you are and they kind of give you friendly waves. A couple people, call out, welcome home. And while you've been gone for quite some time, it almost looks as exactly like you left it. And as you all are taking in the sights, this small, brightly yellow-haired elvish child comes running up to all of you. You can see that he's got dirt on his cheeks and he's got a little cut on his knees. He's like, "You guys look awesome. Are you here to fight the ghost?"
Ghost?
Yeah, the ghost up there. The one in the spooky house. I heard Ma and Pa talking about getting a collection going so that somebody can look into it. I thought you guys might be here to take care of the problem.
How long has this ghost been here?
Let's see. I'm 5.
Okay.
So 5.
Oh,
Child.
Makes sense.
I mean, we're a band of adventurers. Hell yeah, we're here to take care of the ghost.
So he gets his eyes just grow wide. He turns around and he just screams out, "They're gonna kill the ghost!" And he starts running down the street.
While this
Really?
happens,
Really? A band of adventurers? Gray?
Are we not?
We did agree to go adventuring together. Would that not make us that? Technically wrong.
Did I
Right,
say
I
anything
started
that
earlier.
wasn't true?
We don't kill ghosts; they're already dead. For one.
And Knock
I skipped book
look.
3.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that was it.
Okay. Knock looks at Val for a minute, takes a deep breath, and for a minute it looks like he's gonna complain or join in on the whole ranting. But he looks at his sister, and you see a small rivulet of drool come off the corner of his mouth as he looks at his sister, and he just says, "Meat."
You can't eat a ghost.
No, sister, use your nose. Meat.
You're right.
As he's full on like smelling that aroma of cooking meat that's wafting through the town right now, and that's got him completely zeroed in. He's hungry. We just flew a good long while to get here.
Slowly.
Ghosts are cool and all, but right now meat is going straight to his brain.
And to be honest, I mean, if a ghost is there today, it'll still be there tomorrow. They don't tend to just wander off.
Or later tonight, but first meat.
It'd be a shame to do anything. I mean, we
Probably
can't
need-
do our first anything as, looks at Gray, adventurers on an empty stomach.
Watch, this is the first group ever to name the group of their adventuring band.
Right?
Watch.
No.
This is the first group.
I mean, given some of the personalities that I've read about and the backstories you've given me, yeah, I could see it.
Right?
Can't really run off to fight a ghost at the word of a 5-year-old anyway.
I mean, technically 5. Who lived up there? I mean, what house was he pointing to?
So
Was it one that we know?
He
James.
pointed to a house that is just a little bit up on a hill in the city itself. It barely qualifies as a manor. It's about a 2-story house. It's probably got an attic from the looks of it. When you were all younger, a young half-elven man took up residence in that house, saying that he was studying phenomena around the area. For some time he was interested in the simultaneous births of 5 of you, and he spent some time quizzing your parents about any strange happenings with you, any sort of strange mystical or occult things going on, any worship of ancient gods or anything. But the more that he looked into it, the more he seemed to get bored, as nothing was really piquing his interest. Your parents gave him very common answers. So he set his sights on other things, and he was a very strange individual. His name, some of you remember him having the name of Kalen. Everybody in Lumin thought he was a bit strange, but he didn't really cause any trouble. And when you left when you were 12, he was still there.
Well, I highly doubt he died of old age. So, maybe we could find some food, maybe ask some questions, see if we're... I mean, that sounds like the fantastical story of a child who was told not to go up there for other reasons by his parents.
You're not wrong.
I mean, parents just don't go, oh my god, there's a ghost, just and not do anything about it. So It's
But-
easier to keep their child away, or
He always did collect odd knickknacks. Maybe he just grabbed the wrong thing and it makes it appear like there's a ghost in there.
you could have just stopped it odd.
But also, did the child not say that there was like they were putting together a group of people? Do you think? I guess it could be a story too.
Taking up a collection.
Taking up
Funds.
a
They're trying to
collection.
fund to afford an adventure party.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's really malevolent or something. We you know, we'll find out.
Sounds like some questions need to be asked before we go running off in any direction at all.
Well,
Probably
we
a
need
good first
answers.
step.
One should never ever just take in a question and not have the answers and know everything before you rush headlong into something.
Also,
Well,
it's really hard to make any sort of decisions on an empty stomach.
I mean, you can't know everything before you rush in and do something, right? At some point, you gotta just react. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
There might be a perfectly logical explanation. The story about the collection could be a fantasy. Good to know these things. As Val says, lots of questions.
So we go find a tavern. We find some food in the tavern, presumably. And we ask some questions while we're there.
That sounds like an amazing idea.
So is there a
sister.
specific tavern you want to head to? Or are you just picking the first one you see?
Well, considering we
get
grew
one of
up
these
here, there's got to be one that there's got to be a favorite, right?
Yo.
Like every town has their favorite restaurant that's known for really good food. So
If you want to go to the tavern that Lumin is known for, it's going to be the tavern a little farther in, nestled in what everybody calls the old district, back from where Lumin was first built and founded. It's like a cornerstone of the city, and it's known as the Bear's Paw.
Hey, sister. Grace, you there?
Yes.
As he flaps his wings.
We're in the city. You know how much trouble we get in for that? Every time?
We ever don't know you're back.
I mean, meat.
Just don't crash into anything this time.
Don't push me and I won't.
I swear to God.
if they're going to race, perhaps the rest of us should make a small wager.
Have you ever heard twins arguing? This is exactly what it sounds like. We're headed straight for that tavern.
Okay. So if everybody is headed to the Bear's Paw, are the two of you seriously racing?
I'm
Maybe
not,
not-
but I am going to
not-
pop up in the air to get a better look at
Yeah.
that house when I get a
Yeah.
chance.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't think we'd actually risk, having grown a little bit. I don't think we'd actually risk crashing into anything. That would be a very.
There's a
poor-
difference between a child
Yeah.
smacking into a wall of a house and a full
And an adult.
his
going through
adult
it.
dragonborn like, sorry about your wall.
Yeah,
Just don't roll a stick, right?
like the conversation of having a race. The two of you look down the street and you notice that the street looks a bit smaller than you remember.
Yeah.
But as you
Yeah,
pop up
maybe
into
not.
the air to get a view of Kaylin's old house, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Oh, damn.
Well, he's definitely perceiving better than me here, as that's only a 15 for me.
Nat 20 for a total of 25, but there you go.
Okay. As you pop up to get a better look at the place, The yard itself is a bit overgrown. It did have like a bit of like a wrought iron fence that was installed around it at some point in time. It's gone to hell. It's rusted and bent in places. The windows on the building itself, while intact, are dirty and sort of like caked over. It looks like if a little bit of TLC could restore the house itself. Nothing seems to be too broken, but it definitely has that vibe that some people, like, nobody has come or go in the house in quite some time.
I'm making note of all of those things.
Same.
Look, huh.
Well, sister, what do your elf eyes see?
That is offensive.
Oh, come now.
Well, it is absolutely not well taken care of, even for the eccentric nature of that him. So, there might be some merit to the child's story.
At least that
Well,
nobody's
you know.
been there in a while.
Could just be a very
Yeah.
pale person inside their house. Pretty sure some people mistook Bailiff's dad for a ghost a few times as when we were kids.
No,
Not very many
no.
people saw what he really looked like, though, so I have to go out and
No,
admit
that's it's looking a little more in shambles than the average person might be willing to let happen. So,
Also, how dare you?
Oh, I'm wrong. Rumors still popped up every now and again. They didn't last very long, but they popped up.
I guess I never really paid attention.
The tavern barmaid said he was a really sexy ghost, but counting. I'm kidding. That's out of character. It's a joke. It's a joke. That's out of character.
Ew.
Oh, they totally said that to us as kids.
Right?
I just-
we just overheard them at some point. Nobody pays attention to kids.
Ew, they called your dad sexy.
I do have a horrible habit of making sexy dads for my character.
That's why I'm joking. That's the joke.
Not my intent, but I have
That
a
is still the joke.
theme.
Track record. Yep.
Zorro, Zorro, it's a DM curse. It's just like no matter what, you always make sexy NPCs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very
Mhm.
true. Very true.
Well, if it makes you feel
Glad
better,
everybody's
Bailiff, I
glad.
probably only heard them as I was doing deliveries for my parents, so I ended up all over town.
They didn't know any better.
So you make your way through the city streets. A couple more people like wave hi to you. Again, some of them recognizing you as you make your way to the Bear's Paw. And as you grow ever closer, the smell of fresh cooked bacon with like pancakes and eggs and like what smells to be like a very finely fried hash brown sort of just like grabs your attention and just pulls you closer to this old establishment. On the door is a very finely carved imprint of a bear's paw, almost like a bear almost like kicked the door down. Door wide open. A couple people already inside enjoying the meal, but just the feeling inside of here, one of the very prominent features of Lumin, you instantly feel like you're at home.
Can you smell that, sister? They're still doing the fried hash browns.
it would honestly be horrifying if they stopped.
I think if they stopped, I would have just left. That's the whole reason we're here, isn't it? Haven't found anyone else that makes them quite like this place does.
Barkeep, table for 6, please.
And as you call out to the barkeep, he turns around. He's a very an orcish gentleman later on in his years. He's probably in his like early 60s. Though he still looks like he could handle any trouble that would arise in an establishment. He kind of just gives you like a big beaming smile. I was wondering when I was going to see you all again. God damn if you haven't all grown. 6, I take it. Like you said.
Unless you can accommodate a griffin.
You see like a look of interest. Like, you got a griffin?
That's sort of a head gesture over to Valeth.
And he like walks out and he like peeks his head and it's like, holy shit, you got a griffin. Well, I don't know if I can accommodate the big guy in here, but I wouldn't have an issue cooking something up for him. And Duoth sort of tilts his head. He's like, if you wouldn't mind, I tend to take my meat raw. And his eyes go wide. He's like, it can talk. Okay, that's cool. That is so cool.
That's what I was saying.
Right?
It's awesome. Also, hey, so that table of 6.
Oh, yeah.
Comes with an adventurer's discount, right?
Great. You haven't changed a bit. I'll tell you what. Go sit down. I'll give you the friends and family discount.
Nice.
Can we take the usual table near the giant stuffed bear?
Well, yeah.
Awesome.
I sworn that bear used to look bigger.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like it was like an adolescent bear now that I'm seeing it from this height.
Did it shrink since we were last here? Do we need to cast enlarge on it?
Maybe it's lost some of the stuffing. Maybe
it was a baby bear. Do you think that was a baby bear?
Wait,
you know what we should do, guys? We should go out and find a bigger bear for this place.
That would be really a good idea, actually. You know what?
Gray is going to get you guys in so much trouble.
Yep.
Yes.
It takes one to get at least the rest of us rolling,
Yep.
you know?
And all of you, because you've grown up here and you've actually spent some time in the Bear's Paw, you know that the owner, the half-orc gentleman, everyone calls him Tony. Goes, yep, take your seats, over by the big stuffed bear if you want. I'll send somebody out to get your orders. I got to get back to manning the food.
All right. Thanks, Tony. It's nice to be back.
Welcome home, kids.
Do we know the story behind the stuffed bear?
It's another one of those type of stories to where, depending on who tells it, there's always a different story about it. Some say that Tony fought it one night as the bear was rampaging through the town, and that's how the imprint on the door happened, and that's how it got its name. Others say that Tony bought it at a flea market, and there are even ones that say that the bear was here when Tony bought the place, and he's just built the establishment around the bear itself.
Okay.
As you are all sitting there, somebody comes out and just like shoves you, Gray, just a little bit, just like moves you aside and sits down and sort of leans on you. So this is the first place you go when you get home. I've been sending your ass letters the entire time you've been gone, and we've been talking. You don't tell me you're coming home. You don't give us a call when you step in. No, you come right to this place. Thinking with your stomach as always. As you see a now a much older cat. Your older sister, still gray hair, the gray hair with the curls at the end, her very flaming red eyes, like her tan skin letting you know that she's still doing what she's always been doing.
And I was gone so long that you forgot your manners. You just walk in, shove me around.
Yeah, about that. I'm helping out here today. So, you know,
That's why I came here, because I knew you were going to be here.
you're full of shit because Tony just asked me to help today because one of the waitresses was sick.
Well, who do you think sent a letter to Tony to ask him to ask you to help?
Right. Because along in your travels of, you know, playing with the trees and the leaves, you've become a psychic.
It's called clairvoyant.
Right. You're clairvoyant now.
I mean, it could be.
And she laughs and just kind of like ruffles your hair. I'm just happy you're back, little brother.
It's good to be back.
Damn, all of you have gotten too big.
Yeah, everyone got real tall, huh?
Yeah. Okay, I expected some of you, but not all of you.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not fair.
now you have to name drop. Sorry, you can't just say that and run away with it.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Ha, haven't changed either, have you?
By change perfection.
Now that is something worthy of something my sister would say.
No, she's got real low standards for perfection, doesn't she?
Well, I'll leave that to you and your sister to sort out.
So how long have you guys been back in town?
How long did it take us to walk here?
Oh wow, you just got here.
Yeah, we just got back.
Yeah.
Are you the ones that Rickon was yelling about, that you were going to kill the ghost?
Oh, word travels
About the
fast.
ghost. I mean, the
Yes.
house looks in disrepair, but my.
Is there really a ghost?
Look, I don't know if there's a ghost or not. I've gone up there a couple times. I've heard voices talking about vaults and something about a planned heist, but I haven't heard anything ghost-like.
Whoa, hold on. Stop. You can't just say vault and heist and then just continue on talking about something else. Who cares about the ghost? Where's the vault? When's the heist happening?
I don't know. It's just all broken words.
Oh.
Like it's on repeat. Like like every night you go up there, you can hear somebody talking about a vault and a heist, but you don't see anybody or anything like that. I can't get into the house. Front door itself seems to be sealed shut. And well, as much as I would not have a problem breaking into a house, I don't want to risk it being a ghost because I am ill prepared to fight ghosts. And I kind of have the town guard looking at me right now. So
Oh, what'd you do?
I
This
got
time.
in a fight, broke a guy's arm. So
Did he deserve it?
yeah, they all deserve it. I've never
Really?
Did he actually deserve it?
I've never hit anybody that didn't deserve it.
Let's be
That
fair.
is
There's a lot
true.
of people here in town that deserve it.
You're not wrong.
So you could just add him to the list, but his parents pitched a fit, and well, now I have to be good, and so I don't spend any time in the stockade. So I have to wait until the heat is off me before I could throw a brick through a window and get inside.
The last time the stockades was enough for you? Not ready to go back?
No, I kind of like my freedom.
So what I'm hearing is that the little kid was right. There's ghost in that house, and we gotta get in there so the ghost can lead us on a heist.
Ray, why
more
is it that every
interested-
time... Sorry, go ahead, sister.
Oh, I was just going to say, was it really only 5 years? The child seems to lack a aggressively bad perception of time.
Yeah, and I was about to say, like, why is it every time Gray opens
He-
his mouth, everything he says is wrong?
Well, one, because it's my brother, and two, the kid is obsessed with ghosts. He wants everybody in town to tell him ghost stories and everything like that, and somebody dropped that there's potentially a ghost in the old house up there, and he's been freaking out about it, and he says that somebody was they're like putting together a collection to hire people to go kill the ghosts, and well, you all came in and he now thinks you're here to kill the ghost.
Yeah. I mean, it does sound like he's got potential with a certain vocation when he gets older, but in the meantime...
What happened to the oddball Caliph? I used to live there.
Also that.
Look, I haven't seen him for years. Around the time you all left, he sort of packed up his bags one day, said that he had something he had to look into around Moontier Lake, and I didn't see him again. I don't know if he
Did
just...
he actually leave?
I saw him walk out of town, but, you could just go through the back gate towards the lake. He went out the front. I'm thinking that, he just decided that once, you five left, that the town was too boring for his interests, and he decided to move on elsewhere.
I thought we bored his interest a long time ago.
I don't know what to tell you on that one. The man was weird. I mean, he wasn't like scary crazy or anything like that. He's just...
Oddball?
Yeah, very odd. Nice guy, though.
No, all your birthdays are very weird. I still have a running theory, but you guys are still too young for me to pitch it to you.
You say that
Like
every
that
year
theory,
on our
though.
birthdays, and every year I feel like you're lying.
No, it's a sound theory.
And what might it be then?
I don't think you guys can handle it.
I'm
Try
beginning
us.
to think you don't have something for that.
And
Oh,
I'm loath
no,
to
I
say, I
do.
think that...
I
I'm
don't
loath
wanna-
to s- Go ahead.
I don't want to, He kind of looks over at Gray. He's like, I don't want to ruin his innocent ears.
So it's that one that can't hear it.
I see.
And Cat like chimes. He's like, I also have a theory. You're all weird.
I mean, the same theory as mine. Oh, nah. Well, yeah.
People are born on the same day all the time.
Not in the
No,
exact
not
same
the same
hour,
town.
in the same night, in the same town. That's like some like really bad story beginning.
Roll the titles.
I think
Maybe.
all y'all's parents just got together and got freaky in like a weird orgy and
No, you're right. You
under,
should have
like,
kept
a
that one
blood
to
moon
yourself.
or something.
It's Cat kind of Cat like sort of nods. She's like, yeah, it's a good theory too.
Yeah.
No,
see?
you could have kept that one to yourself. I don't need that one in my brain. Thank you.
Oh no,
Well,
sister,
I told
she's
you
on
guys
to
were
us.
Told you. I warned you all.
Had nothing to do with age. I could be 50 years old. I don't want to hear that about my parents.
Yeah, I'm with her. It doesn't matter how old I am. I don't want that image in my head, which is now in my
Look.
head and
Look,
not leaving. And thanks for that.
You're welcome.
you know what?
And just another ghost story for you to listen to at a later time for you, Gray.
I'm just gonna say we're even with the fact that we had to hear that barmaid say that Violet's dad was sexy. And we'll just leave it at that.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Ew.
Ugh.
I do have a theory
Yeah.
about that ghost, though. Maybe it's not a ghost at all. If somebody is planning something, wouldn't putting a ghost-like thing in a window and backlighting it be just the way to discourage people from going there and finding out what was really going on?
Why would you have the same conversation every night?
Is it the same?
Cat nods. She's like, the exact same. And again, the only words I can make out are vault and heist.
And how long have has that been happening?
I've been going to the house nightly for the past year, and it's been saying the same thing over and over.
So they're either incredibly indecisive, or there is actually something there. I wonder if it's
It-
magic.
I wonder
Could
if
be
the
a malfunctioning stone since he did collect oddities. I mean, it could just be a malfunctioning. Was it those stones? Not necessarily a sending stone, but one of those where it can just have a phrase that is said that maybe is triggered every single time. Something like that.
or maybe he
maybe
set it
that's
up to
deliberate
discourage
too.
people from
Yeah, exactly, Rin.
Like an alarm
to stop
system.
people from going in there. Yeah, kind of make people
Yep.
think people are home
Well-
as they get away.
Now, since we're speaking of theories, do you all have a theory of what you would like to drink?
Without hesitation, Valith will pull out her horn. It looks almost like a curve, like a twisted dragon's horn that has some carvings on it, and she will be like, "Guys have mead?
Well, yeah.
Is it my dad's mead or is it that other crap?"
Oh, I've had so much mead in every town I have stopped by.
If you
Some of it good, some of it atrocious.
we can get your dad's mead if you want your dad's mead.
I would love my dad's mead. I know I could be a little biased, but I'm not gonna lie. Some of the better meads out there compared to others.
I mean, I trained for a while in Cascard. I can agree it's still one of the better ones.
They usually
Some
just
of them
have
are
beer
so
there.
bad.
Just
A few of
beer.
them have dabbled.
Huh.
So six dad meads.
I was about to say 6 sexy dad maids, please.
Ew,
Will
ew,
you stop
ew,
that?
no. Proper term. Twisted horn meads, please. Ew.
Gotcha.
Hey, you're the one who's talking about our parents
As she,
getting it
like-
on in some weird group thing.
She-
you
she-
get to pay the price.
She picks it up and she just writes down, "Gotcha, 6 sexy dads."
Take it.
I'm gonna need to clean my brain after this. With bleach.
If that picks up, do I get royalties?
No.
What you don't notice that's actually like the label brand on it now.
Yeah, right. Imagine.
You'll get royalties from Rin in the face of a beating.
No, but he did tell me he made a new mead about a year ago that's called Kiss My Axe.
Oh, I like
So-
that.
It's actually a funny one. I like
That's
that too.
clever.
That tracks.
Yeah, it's actually
you done
it's
pissed him off?
kind of a more summery time mead. What did he tell me? It had a lot of it was like boysenberry, blueberries, maybe a hint of apples. Oh, and he said a hint of peppercorn. Give it a weird kick.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think that's
Well,
where the
what's
kiss my ass part or axe part comes in. It's just kind of gets you there at the end.
well,
sense.
what's the weather like today?
It's a very clear day. It's a little chilly,
Summer? Is it summer?
but no, it's, I believe I said it was going to be autumn. I think I said
Okay.
was going to be the time of year
Sounds
this is
right.
going to taking part.
Okay. Well, even though it's
Though-
autumn, I'll try the new one
Though
for the
just to clarify, because Fox, you have like everything charted out time wise,
Yes.
the months. When does the technical new year begin?
So you said we're a couple weeks before the celebration of the new year, right?
Yes.
So we are going to be 2 weeks. before the end of the last month. So we are in summer right now.
Okay.
But it is the last month of summer, and the start of the new year is the start of autumn.
Okay. So yeah, it's a little chilly this morning, but again, you're up north near the frigid crown. Dead of summer, it's still chilly. There's no escaping that frost.
Okay, so Jade will just remark that since we're drawing to the end of summer, she'll try the new mead that Valeth has suggested.
Okay.
Or has told us about, because she wouldn't have tasted that one yet.
And a little bit of time, and Kat comes back with your drinks and sets them down in front of you. And she sort of just like punches you in the shoulder, Gray. She's like, hey, before you start getting into any ghost mysteries or anything, go say hi to Mom and Dad.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll stop by home maybe after this, depending on what everyone else is doing.
I mean, if I don't go home and see my parents at some time today, they will most likely murder me.
Hey, Kat, you didn't do anything to my drink, did you?
No.
Just making sure.
Look, if we were at a different tavern, yeah, I probably would mess with your drink, but I don't want to ruin the reputation of the Bear's Paw.
Okay, that's fair.
Your food and drink are safe from me.
This time.
For now, I'm sure. Oh, I have many years of big sister tax to invoke on you.
Guys, I think I'm gonna have to leave town again.
All right, have a good one. Don't come back. I mean, come back soon.
I see how it is.
Don't worry. Considering how my sister's been these days, I'll probably have to come with you. Well, how Raven has that offended look.
Val will remember this.
Right? It's just the
But after your drinks and everything are delivered, Tony brings out just like a large like plate full of bacon and eggs and like multiple stacks of pancakes, and of course just heaping helpings of those hash browns.
Oh, he remembered our favorites. To be fair, they're everyone's favorites, but
Hey, the hash browns are what we're known for in the morning.
What about the cinnamon rolls?
They're in the oven.
Excellent.
But again, meals on me today, kids. Call it a welcome home present.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Very generous
Thanks,
of
Tony.
you. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're locals. We take care of our own. And he sort of just like goes and he leaves all of you to your food and to each other's company.
This stuff is so much better than a good berry. I am so sick of good berries.
Says
Ew,
every
you've been
druid
living on
ever.
those?
I am never, mark my words, I am never, ever gonna make a good berry.
Hey
I am
guys,
Give him a
so
year, I
tired of
promise.
them.
Gray's become a vegetarian. I'm
God.
sorry. I think he's caught an illness of some kind.
Why is it when he said that, all I could think of was, welcome to the good berry home of the good berry. Can I take your order?
I give him a year before he forgets that promise.
Oh, if he starts starving enough, he'll eat one.
Yep.
Never. I'd rather eat dirt.
That
Careful,
could
you're
be
sounding like
arranged.
me with health potions.
yeah, didn't you try to make an actual mud pie at one point?
Me? Who, me?
No, Gray.
And he tried to feed to his sister, I remember.
Yeah.
And it almost worked.
Almost until she made you take a bite of it first. And you couldn't keep your face straight.
He tried real hard.
If you lasted just a few more seconds, she would have bought it. But you just.
The mint leaves were a nice touch to make it look like an actual cake, though.
I can make a much better one these days.
Is it weird that I kind of want to see that now?
Right?
We're gonna hold you to that.
That could be very useful. Just never know.
Everybody remember this moment. The next time I make food for all of you.
We will. We probably won't trust the food.
Oh, you're gonna cook for us?
All of Gray's
It
good
won't
berries
be-
look like mud pies.
It won't be. It wouldn't be waffles with good berries on top, I'm guessing.
I told you, I'm never going to make a good berry. I don't care how hungry I am. I'm not doing it.
Well, if we are going to go out and adventuring, we'll need someone to cook for us. Sounds like you just volunteered.
This is a man who makes mud pies and will not make a good berry.
Again,
You
when you're
trust
hungry
him
enough.
to cook for us?
When you're hungry enough.
I can cook. I know how to heat stuff on a fire.
If you tell us you know how to boil water.
You'll probably burn the water.
I can boil
Truthful.
water. I don't need a fire to boil water.
I'm concerned, but intrigued, but concerned.
Is this going to be like the time he told us he could set a stick on fire with just his eyes?
I can
We
do
watched
that
him stare
now.
at that stick for too long.
Reliably?
Anyone have a stick?
Probably don't
Now,
set
the last
something on
time, we're
fire
not
in
doing it
here.
in the tavern. Not in the cavern.
Yeah,
no,
maybe we
not
do
in the
that
cavern.
outside later in case you miss.
I'm going to look around. Is there any unlit candles in the tavern?
Give me a perception check.
No.
Perception. I'm good at perception. 18.
18. Seeing as it's the start of the day, a vast majority of the candles that are like on the tables are unlit.
Okay, check this out. And he just snaps his fingers and all the candles light up. As he uses Druidcraft cantrip to do it.
Maybe you weren't lying that day. We just never waited long enough.
See, nobody ever believes me, but I'm telling you, I only speak the truth.
Insight check.
So we're going to go with Ren. Probably spent a lot of time
No,
around Gray.
I believe him.
With how close our families are, she knows he's full of shit.
Yeah, I mean, everyone at this table has heard him tell the same story more than once, and it'd be different every time.
Right.
And
We
we were
all
all
know
there for the original event.
You're right. That's the worst part. Like, we all actually saw it happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, I don't know about you guys, but the idea of flexing my brain a little bit with this little mystery of ours still does seem appealing to me, regardless of what the actual situation is.
You can still flex your brain after the amount of studying you did.
That's the whole point of flexing my brain. It means I can
You
keep
can-
doing it.
Brain muscles by studying?
Yes.
Okay, don't act like you're dumb, Rin. Okay.
Fair.
I've seen you read
Fair.
some questionable books.
You're supposed to tell anyone about those books.
I said questionable. I didn't
I got-
hint at
I got
any
them off your
genre.
bookshelf.
You asked.
Sister,
No
what are
shame.
they talking-
Episode
what
1, and they're already
professional
they're already speaking of smut books.
Right.
Look, IRL, we share them all the time with each other.
Yeah.
So, you know.
No,
We do.
Nock just kind of like leans into his sister a little bit. He goes, "What kind of questionable books are they talking about, sister? Forbidden Tomes?"
You don't want to know. They
Forbidden
don't contain
Tomes.
the type of magic you're looking for.
Damn
You
it.
should have left
Well
Lyndon
put.
one. He can find out on his own.
Well, maybe
What
they'll
about
share their
Dragonborns?
grimoires with me one day. I don't know. We'll have to see.
One's called the Third Wing.
I don't think I've ever
Don't
heard
flex
of
those
that
brain
spell.
muscles too hard, all right?
Again, I don't think I've ever heard of that spell, but sure. Color me intrigued.
I love that Rojan pretty much facepalm because he knows what book I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But no, look, I'm keeping a straight face right now, but you know.
I'm just gonna sit here and pet
Something's-
my cat.
Wait, pause.
That was in the book. Okay.
I was about to say pause.
God damn it.
So what, we
Moving
go
on.
say, we finish eating, go say hi to the folks, and then figure out what the hell's going on with the house?
Well, some of you get to say hi to the folks. We have to go find a dwarf that's hobbling around somewhere.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm
Have
just
you-
not sure. It's a market day, so my parents quite easily could be in town. My father really liked to come and oversee, chat with the merchants, make sure everything was going well. And my mother has a stall. I can check and see if she still has that going.
And my dad's gonna be very upset if y'all don't come by and tell him stories from while you're out training.
You can see that Nock looks a little worried for a minute. And he kind of side glances at Val. Sister, please tell me you remembered to write.
I didn't write.
Yes?
You're just saying that to make me feel good, aren't
No,
you?
she kind of rummages through her bag for a moment and starts just going through all the letters that she wrote and forgot to send. It's like,
Oh, so you wrote and you didn't send them. Oh no.
I
completely
wrote them.
forgot.
I wrote the letters. I promised I would.
I mean, even mine frequent letters is better than just not sending any.
I
So
forgot.
we won't see you
I
guys
was-
until tomorrow.
And as you say that, there's a loud thud on your table as this older looking dwarf sort of just is just right next to Nock.
Oh no. Oh no, he found us.
You're the one that was surrounded by paper. That was your job.
In all fairness, he didn't tell you to send them. He just told you to write
I
them.
could have.
9 years. The two of you been gone.
Mhm.
And you couldn't send me one letter.
I wrote the letters as I kind of pull out the bundle and set them on the table.
And I forgot that I could count to 9. It didn't feel like it was that long since we've been gone.
I wrote them.
She never gave them for me to send, to be real, though.
Both of you are lucky that I can forgive you.
Hey, at least we came home alive. Yeah? That counts for something, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't know that, seeing as how I haven't gotten a letter telling me how the two of you been for the last 9 years. But it is good to see you. It's good to see all of you. So I take it with all the happy shining faces and everything, everybody had a good training.
Yeah.
Izzy, there is a lot of gods. You never told me that. There's a lot.
Okay, to be fair, when I was a young man, there wasn't really a lot of gods. There's only been a lot of gods.
Major, minor, has churches, has temples, has grandiose temples, has a wooden hut in a forest.
Oh, my favorite, the cave at the bottom of the lagoon underwater thingy. You know, the psychic one that messes with your brains and stuff?
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that one.
Yeah, sure. That's another little callback.
So I just gotta ask. You did pass, right?
Of course I passed.
Okay, look, you couldn't remember to send me letters, so little doubtful here.
I remembered to write the letters. You weren't specific as to the sending.
You know, I kind of just assumed that you knew how letters worked.
I mean, Emmerich, this is my sister we're talking about.
I don't want to hear it from you. You're the book one. You were surrounded by paper, and you couldn't send me one.
I
That's
said,
what
might have
I
lost
said.
track of time. I've lost track of time. Okay,
And he like looks.
it
to the
feels
rest,
like
Looks at
he like looks.
it
to the
feels like
rest of
I've
the
been
group.
reading books for like 10 minutes. Okay, you know how it is. I start reading and I don't stop.
He like looks to the rest of the group. He's like, you remember to send your folks letters, right?
I mean, they got infrequent towards the end. I was traveling a lot. But yes.
Yeah, I spent most of my days in just like a forest somewhere, and I still sent regular letters to Kat, so.
You probably had a carrier owl or something.
And thanks for drop the shovel, Gray. Come on, man.
Well,
I don't need to be holding the shovel because you're doing a great job yourself, buddy.
Thanks. I've been trying to work out while I was gone.
Well, I wrote regular letters, but as Rin says, sometimes you just weren't somewhere where you could find a way to get them from A to B. So I'm sure my parents might have got letters out of order or letters going missing. I really want to see them and find out how that all went
But
down.
the good thing is you sent letters and let your folks know how you were doing. Unlike to Dragonborn, I know.
God of sending letters.
Are you telling me that it's the thought that counts?
Yes. That's what you always told us.
When it came to giving each other presents.
No.
9 years and I couldn't, every day I worried that something had happened to the two of you.
He was in a library. What's going to happen? He has a pile of books fall on him?
I know a guy who died from a pile of books falling on him, okay? It can happen. Shoddy, structural integrity on a bookshelf, just one wrong book and bam, you're dead.
Normally I'd think he's joking, but considering he's a knowledge cleric, I'm actually inclined to believe that he's saying the truth right now.
As am I.
Yeah, trip and fall down the stairs while carrying a stack of books.
You do that too.
Speaking of Emmerich, I'm sorry to change the subject, but have you heard anything from our parents?
Such as what?
I don't know, maybe a letter?
Are they in town right now? Have they written anything?
I don't know, maybe a letter.
God damn it, I hate this.
Actually, yeah. I got a letter from your pops. They're on their way in. They're not home yet. They were kind of expecting to beat you here, but looks like you got a bit of a head start on them. But I've been holding the fort down while they've been gone.
Right. Well, that's good to hear.
So I take it now that you're all home, you're going to start falling in line with the family business.
Starting with a ghost, it would seem.
Yep.
A goat? What ghost?
Not goat.
The one up the hill in the house that was owned by that strange half-elf.
Look, been up there a couple times. One cleric to another. There ain't anything up there. Well, any ghost anyway.
Was there any magic? Did you look?
Oh, the whole place is magic.
Maybe he left something and it fell?
That's my guess. Look, Kalen was one of those weird Arcastus artificers, okay? He had a lot of weird stuff in there. My guess is something got tripped and something got activated, and it's just running on repeat.
Did you say artificer?
Yeah.
So that means like constructs and gears and funky machines.
Oh, now he's interested.
I shouldn't
Now
have
you did
said
it.
Hey, Gray, we're going on an adventure.
Yes.
You are far too excited about a cogwheel.
Hey, look, you know the stuff I can do with a cogwheel, all right?
He goes, yeah. He was an artificer. He was in town. Again, weird guy looking into your births and everything like that. But that whole house, if you're going up there, be careful.
Of course we'll be careful. Why do you think we're asking questions first before just running in headlong?
We did learn something.
Some of us more than others, but I think Gray was trapped in a forest too long.
That's possible.
I mean, we went to other places, but we were in the woods for a long time.
Was the other place another forest?
Yeah, but also other places.
Were there any books in those other places?
No.
People?
Creatures? Some of them.
People to talk to.
I mean, some of them could talk. They didn't want to, but they could. Also, really anything could talk. This table could talk.
Gray,
What are you going to do? Speak with plants?
Dead.
If you want me
Can't do
to, I
that.
As
could.
he like
Oh.
looks, as he like looks over at you, and he's like, "Kid, do not speak with plants on the table. I don't need a table screaming this early in the morning."
Oh, no.
Yeah, good idea.
I would never do that because it wouldn't work. You have to use speak with inanimate object.
I mean, you can also use speak with dead.
I'm sorry? Is the table haunted?
No, the table would be dead, Gray.
Trees were living, you know?
I suppose so.
Are you a druid? Any sort?
That depends on who you ask.
Okay, fair enough. But, you know, I mean, on my home, there's lots of trees and they all look pretty alive to me.
Right,
But
so on them
eventually
you would
when the-
use speak with plants.
Yes, but then
Speak
the
with
tree
the-
dies. Okay, and then we cut it down and it gets turned into firewood or logs for a building or maybe a table. So
What you're saying is
then-
we speak with dead and then speak.
well,
with
is it
plants.
speak with dead or is it, you know, I hardly consider a table kind of completely inanimate.
Havoc
I don't
RPG,
know.
thank you for that raid. As Emmerich's like, look,
I mean,
look, I've seen a guy do it before. So what happens is you have your druid cast speak with plants, and then you have your cleric cast speak with dead. Spells sort of intertwine, and voila, you now have a screaming table.
Got it.
Why
Wait,
is this table
forget-
screaming?
Lady Magdala, thank you for the raid.
Because it's dead, been
Because-
cut up and turned into a table.
Yeah, it's a cut up tree, and it's been assembled somewhere.
Then people sit on it. and
No,
eat
you
on
have a
it
valid
and
point. We're not doing that.
See, that's
You
why
know-
you use speak with inanimate object, because they can only say yes or no if you do that. They can't scream.
So that could
Is
be
it
a
Do
true
you
good
you
really
guys
know it
never
would
need one.
scream?
To talk to tables?
And
let's be real.
Yeah.
Emmerich is like looks over to
Why?
Valus. Is like, yeah, kid, I'm really starting to question the qualifications of some of the people here at this table. You got two of them who can't write letters. You got one that wants to talk to tables.
Better talking tables than talking to chairs is all I'm going to say. You don't know where the chairs have been.
Well, you also, I mean, they're often made by the same wood as even sometimes from the same tree as the table, I mean, you want them all to match.
So it's a
Yeah,
dismembered tree. Got it.
I'm talking about the fact that people have been sitting on those chairs.
Talking about butts.
Oh, we can talk about butts. That's fine. But talking about your parents being in a possible group orgy, that's crossing the line.
Don't make us keep calling you that
Yeah,
sexy.
yeah, that's crossing the line.
You're the one who was talking about the ancient texts earlier, okay?
Butts.
Welcome, by the way, to those of you who have just joined us for the first time today. You
We're
arrived at
mature.
exactly the right time. Why are they all leaving?
Mature.
No, come back.
You have all had these conversations at your D&D tables. It's fine.
Yes.
Right.
We're all as mature as people in their early 20s are. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Factual.
Young and active.
So
Thought I was perverted now. I was way more perverted then.
Emmerich laughs and kind of just like sort of playfully shoves you, Knock. He's like, all joking aside, I'm happy to see you kids back.
It's good to see you too. And he'll actually like kneel to be at the same height and give the dwarf a hug.
He sort of hugs you back and walks over and gives Val a hug too. So are you gonna be staying at home while you're in town, or are you too cool for that anymore?
With your cooking, I think we'll be staying at home.
I'd like somewhere that is comfortable. Oh, they do not tell you how uncomfortable some of the places you end up sleeping while you're journeying from town to town are.
Or when you have to sleep out under the stars and the ground is full of rocks.
What's wrong with that?
If you're lucky, it's full of rocks.
You guys traveled? You guys like actually went to different towns?
Funny.
Some knowledge cannot be acquired through books and learning. Some has to be experienced, or at least that's what I was told.
They quite literally put me on the graveyard shift a few times.
Well, I'm done eating.
Love it.
I mean, I quite technically did mercenary work for years. So yes.
Well, if you two are coming home, then I should probably head over there. Tear down, well, not tear down, but set up your rooms and get started on dinner.
Might want to cast enlarge on the beds too. I don't think we fit in our old kid beds.
Oh no, your folks had those upgraded while you were gone.
Thank God somebody came home and thought of it.
Just
Oh, that was going to be a very sad sleep on a floor otherwise.
if you're going to Kaylin's place, just be careful. I don't want your parents coming back and then it's like, oh, by the way, your twins came home and were then instantly vaporized in the basement of a artificer's house.
Oddly specific, but good to think about.
We will be aggressively careful.
I was gonna say the opposite of aggressive, but sure. Quiet and stealthy, but yeah.
Either way, Emmerich, you know us. We will watch each other's backs and do our best to make sure everybody gets out of this unharmed.
He nods. He's like, well, it was nice seeing all of you. And happy to see that the kids that left have grown up into what I hope are very fine adults.
It's good to see you too. Glad you're doing well.
Oh yeah. I mean, he like leans down and he like knocks on his wooden leg. He's like, you know, aside from you know, the wooden part of me, I'm still kicking. And he like gives you all a nod. He's like, I really got to go and set everything up. I'll see you two at moment later. And he excuses himself out of the bear's paw.
Considering the ass kickings he's given us in the past, the fact that he's still kicking just sounds terrifying. But anywho,
I mean, a kick with the wooden leg would probably hurt a lot more than a kick with a regular one.
you have no idea, Gray.
And the two of you, like the Nock and Val, you two know that leg is enchanted.
This peg leg of +1. Vorpal peg leg of +1.
Rack.
All right, so as you all are finishing up your meals at the Bear's Paw and making plans to raid an abandoned Artificer's home, we are going to go ahead and take a quick break here so we can get up, stretch our legs, freshen up those drinks and all that fun stuff, and we will be right back.
So
friggin' 3.5
And
with
we're
clerics
back.
loading conduit.
I realize now that
Hi.
I need to go into my storage where all of my not cosplay, my Renaissance Fair stuff is, because I have both a mead tankard and a actual drinking horn that I need to bring out for this character that I just
Oh.
want to use.
Also, Virgin, I do have an important question because it might become valid tonight.
Okay.
Barbarian Rage and Warding Bond, how do they interact?
Let me see.
I had to pull a boarding bond from.
Yep, I'm
Yeah.
pulling a boarding bond because I'm like, I don't think a lot of you use boarding bond.
It's an amazing
often.
spell. That's why I'm asking.
I just recently got it for which
Sword.
character did I get it for? Can't even
What's the
remember.
connection between you and the threat spell ends. Well, the target's within 60 feet of you. It gains a +1 armor class and saving throws and has resistance to all damage. Also, each time it takes damage, you take the same amount of damage. So are you asking for like the rage? Is the rage half the damage?
I'm asking about the rage and the resistance jamming on top of each other.
Technically, I would allow it to stack. Like there is
So it would be half and then half again.
half and half again. You would
Well,
Okay.
that's plus so they get resistance to all damage, so it wouldn't be just the bludgeoning, piercing, or anything. It would be the
Yeah.
psychic
Mhm.
damage, the cold damage,
Okay.
which is very beneficial for the barbarian.
So I think, I think we'd rule it that way, that it's not half and half again. It's like if they already have resistance to like that form of damage, it's already
Okay.
it's already applied as resistance. But say if they don't have resistance to like cold or something, then that resistance would kick in.
Okay, so it would cover the gaps basically
Yeah,
on the
it
barbarian
would
rage.
it would cover
Which is still very
whatever they're
good.
not resistant
Oh, yeah.
to.
Which
No,
is
it's
handy.
That's
it's a
very
super
good.
useful spell, which is why I was asking.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, that's great. That's actually still really good.
Yeah, because it's like you asked about warding bond. I'm like, I don't think any of you have ever used warding bond, so I need to look this up.
I think I got it recently on. It's either Vanica or Kylus. I don't remember.
I think it's Kylus
I
has
just
it.
remember picking.
Kylus.
I think so. I think I recently picked it up when I went to level 8 or whatever level we are. So I'm like, yeah. I just haven't
Okay.
used it yet.
So,
No.
As we pick back up, you finish your meals inside the bear's paw and say your farewells to Tony and Kat. And what is the plan? Is the plan to hit the artificer's place now, or is it to pay a visit home?
home, information, artificer's place.
Okay.
If we're
I
walking
think
through
it's
the
split up a
town,
little.
there's a good chance Jade would see her parents
Yeah,
in town for the day.
Given that it's like market is open,
Yeah.
your parents are probably, in town. Valith, your father is probably working. As well as Ren's dad in the blacksmith. Need to look at Gray here.
Like the blacksmith's open. Gray's mom's probably theirs too.
Yeah, because she works
yeah.
front of
She-
house
front
at
of
the,
house,
the
yeah.
blacksmith, and then his dad works at the Grand Library.
There we go. So yeah, you all assume that your parents are out and about in town in various locations, as it is a normal, productive day here in Lumin. Nock and Val, your parents are still on their way home from their travels. And Emmerich has went back to your home to begin to prepare for a family dinner. So the two of you have, if you want to go and hang out with Emmerich, you can, or you can go about town and go with your friends or whatever. But are you guys staying together to see your parents, or are you all just splitting off and doing your thing? Given that some of your parents are going to be in the same location.
I Red would invite Gray to go with her to the forge.
Yep. Yeah, so at the very least, Gray will be accompanying Rin to go to the forge first.
Because Jade's father would be walking around town, she can happily go because she doesn't know exactly where her father would be at the moment.
Okay.
Well, sister, do we wander with our friends a little bit?
Yeah. See if we can maybe find out some stuff while we're wandering around, but definitely should head home at some point and possibly help out with things in lieu of us not sending letters.
True. But then again, being in his legs and annoying him might not do us any good.
We're also probably more useful now than we were when we were younger.
True enough. And you remember when the family had to decide not to put any form of pottery in the house because we kept knocking them over with our wings.
Yeah, they're hard to control.
And then Emmerich figured out putting things in high places didn't do anything because, well, you know, we had wings. Yeah.
Why do I get the feeling that a high place for a dwarf is not high at all?
Well, it's also, you know, try child-proofing a house when the kids can literally fly.
I think you gave every parent here nightmares.
Right?
Just lock all the doors and windows and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Tie weights around their ankles so they can't fly.
That's
Or they learn to
horrible.
fly better. I mean,
By the way, if anybody ever wonders, never put weights on your kids' ankles, okay? That's the worst thing you could ever do. Please do not do this at home.
Don't do it.
Moving on.
Okay. So, just to be sure, what are the two of you doing? Are you going with people, or are you going to go both?
we'll go with people for now.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll follow for now.
Okay. So with Gray and Rin, where are you all off to?
Forge? And go find Ironheart Forge.
Yep.
I say find like we don't know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
It's moved all of a sudden.
We have to search around town for this mysterious forge. Oh, look, we went right to it.
First try.
As you make your way through the streets, I don't know what the hell I just did there. Oh, I hit the time instead of the volume. But as you make your way through the city, yeah.
I was just gonna ask, as we're going through the streets, is it like a busy day? Is there a whole bunch of people out at the morning?
It is the crazy ass mornings that all of you are very familiar with here in Lumin. The street is packed with people. Those trying to sell their wares, and then those who are just perusing.
Okay, I'm just getting a feel for the city.
But yeah, you make your way to the Ironheart Forge, and again, it's a very familiar sight, very familiar sounds. You can hear somebody working the anvil in the back, and you could just feel the heat of the forge already coming off onto the city streets as you make your way up. And Gray, you do see your mother there today, sitting in front of the house.
I was watching that happen.
Did she jump up there?
No, she was on, I'm guessing, a dresser, top of the dresser. Looked like she
On the
was
wooden dresser on your
going
left.
to step on a piece of paper or something that was slightly off the edge, and she just fell down.
Madam. I can't live with you. You know what? Yeah, now it makes sense because a Cho'Gath rolled underneath my bed. anyway, before my cat decides to break anything else in my room, you do see your mother just seated at the front of house, just looking around, looking a little bit bored. It doesn't look like many people have stopped in today. Though you can't mistake her for anyone else. She looks like a taller version of your sister.
And I think as soon as Gray spots her, he's just gonna kind of go into a jog, and when he gets close, he's gonna call out "Mom," and then just like run right up to her and give her a big hug.
She kind of gives like a little bit of an excited and surprised like yelp as you surprise her, and she kind of just like holds you in like a tight hug. Gray, when did you get back?
We haven't been back for very long. I didn't actually know I was gonna be showing up today. I would have sent a letter or something, but
kinda,
we're all here.
She kind of sniffs around you. You were at the Bear's Paw.
Yeah, we were real hungry.
I can't fault you. Even I sometimes get a hankering for those hash browns.
They're real good.
And she kind of like pulls you back, and she like runs her hand like through your hair, and she's like, "You've gotten so big. You were
I grew a little
thing when you left."
It's been a long few years. I'm glad to be back.
9 years.
Yeah.
Your father said it would be rough having you gone for so long, and thought he was overreacting a bit, but started to miss my little boy.
Yeah, I'd get tired of just having cats company too.
Your sister, she loves you.
I do.
And she smiles, and she looks over your shoulder, and she's like, "Oh my gods, look at you." And she kind of like hops down, and she just walks over and just gives you a hug.
And Rin will definitely hug her back. Been far too long.
Yeah. I mean, at least we got letters. Emmerich was worrying up a storm and pacing lines into their floors, as apparently neither of the twins sent him letters throughout their travels. So,
apparently one of them wrote them.
That was Val, wasn't it?
Yeah. You'd think the one that studied the books would have the paper.
Yeah, I mean, he was literally studying letters.
Yeah, that's exactly what Emmerich said. But that dwarf worries all the time. If it's not about the twins, it's about their parents, as they're still out there and active. Good for them keeping a adventurous lifestyle, but it couldn't be me going back and forth like that anymore.
No, I'm glad you aren't, because it's a crazy world out there.
Don't I know it? But it is so good to see the two of you.
Yeah, it's really nice to be back.
Are you staying long?
We haven't really talked about it yet. We only just kind of bumped into each other on the road, and then we got into town. We're gonna go track down a ghost or something, and don't know what we're gonna do after that.
But you're going to track down a ghost?
Yeah, up at what's his name, Kalen's old place.
Rickon got to you.
Yeah, promised us a whole lot of money.
Oh, he's offering money now. And
said the whole town was going in together on it.
Whole town getting a collection to hire the worthy heroes to do away with the ghost that haunts this town.
Yeah, worthy heroes. I believe that's exactly what he called us.
Sounds like he's been hanging around. Has he been hanging around the forge? Sounds like something Dad would say.
Oh, you know your father. Anyone who'll listen, he'll regale them with tales of grand heroics and stories of heroes of old.
Yes, he called Ash old.
But your father's in the back if you wanted to go see him. You know, just working on the orders as always.
You might help me surprise him. Just let him know someone need a weapon repaired.
I could do that. And she smiles and she walks over to the back and she pulls like open a small window. It's like, Darren dear, there's a another would-be adventurer out here that seemingly has broken their sword on another tree. And you hear the hammering of the anvil stop. How many times do I have to tell them swords are for dragons, not for chopping wood? He's like, all right, I'll be out in a moment. You hear him just sort of like stomping through the back of the forge. He pushes the door open. He's like, all right, how bad? Rin?
Hey, Dad.
You didn't break a sword, did you?
No. Swords are for dragons.
That's my girl. He just like walks over and just pulls you into like a very tight, like almost like suffocating hug.
Dad can't breathe.
He kind of just like, as he like releases the hug, sort of just like ruffles your hair a little bit. Road treating you well?
Yeah. Yeah, been a lot traveling, but yeah.
Fighting a lot of dragons?
I mean, Gray might call them dragons.
You know, most dragons would rather have a conversation.
He just gives you like this very wide grin. Same old Gray.
Unfortunately, no dragons came across my path.
You're young. You'll come across them one way or another.
A lot of goblins, though. A lot of goblins.
They do seem to spawn out of nowhere.
They're in the caves. Caves are everywhere.
Lots of caves. Caves are fun, though. A lot of adventure to be had in caves. A lot of ore, too. A lot of ways for a bunch of, young adventurers to make a good living.
You, know about any nearby caves that some young adventurers could make a good living in?
Well, if memory serves correctly, there is a cave down near the shoreline underneath the waters of the Moontear Lake. Rumors say that it led to a secret trove beforehand, but don't know what's down there anymore. But, if you want a brisk swim in the cold waters of the Moontear, you could always check it out.
Sounds like we got somewhere to go after we fight the ghost.
He's like, now, this is just a rumor. Haven't sort of verified it myself. But if you believe the ancient stories, there used to be a silver dragon hideout, lair, whatever you want to call it, near more of the central area of the Moontear. Again, you got to swim underwater for it, but the heroes of Continuance apparently did battle with creatures down there, and even silver dragon.
Oh, we definitely got to check that out.
Again, you believe the stories, because as most people know, silver dragons have only come back around here probably like the last 100 years or so.
Well, I think that sounds like a grand adventure. Verifying that story.
See, I like
It
this
would
one.
be
He's
an
always
adventure.
chomping at the bit to go to adventure.
It is how he is.
So you all in town long, or are you just stopping by for supplies?
Apparently, there's a ghost problem. And this one promised a kid that we'd take care of it, so I gotta stay around for that.
Yeah, the ghost. Yeah. I mean, thankfully ghosts are usually sealed off in one place, so it hasn't really been bothering anybody, but probably would do it good if somebody would put it to rest.
So it is a ghost.
I mean, that's what the rumor is. Then you know the only way to, confirm a rumor is to investigate it yourself.
Exactly.
Careful how much you encourage this one. He'll run off for anything.
And that's why I like him. He's got the adventurous spirit.
How many scrapes we had to pull him out of?
Did he die?
I'm still here.
Then it's an adventure.
Nothing's changed. It's been 9 years and nothing's changed.
But you expect me to just give up my my love for adventure because 9 years have passed and you've been out there living the dream?
Well, if you count running around with a grumpy old dwarf as living the dream, then sure.
Hey, we've all had our share with grumpy dwarves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you are in town for a little bit, your mom and I would love to see you and spend some time with you. You got your old room still up and ready to go.
Great, because I'm not staying in an inn in my own hometown.
Yeah,
It's
that would suck. Also, we need to talk about all the adventure you went on while you were gone. You have to have a lot of stories for the past 9 years.
I mean, they're never as grand as Gray's stories, though. She sends you that, help me. Help me.
I don't know. Some of the stories you told me about on our way up here, pretty good.
You just see like a flash of inspiration in his eyes. He just claps his hands together. I know what we can do. Let's get all of the families together for like one big celebration for like all the kids that came home.
You have to invite everyone.
Well,
We
of
met up
course.
with all of them outside of town.
Okay. But you think just because Jay lives outside of town, I'm not going to invite her or her parents?
I mean,
I think that sounds like a lot of fun.
yeah, definitely should make it happen.
As he looks over to your mother, Gray. He's like, Silver, all right, we're going to close down early today. We've got other parents to round up and start, planning this thing. Let's, actually have a nice celebration for our kids coming back. And your mom laughs and nods. She's like, I think that sounds wonderful. So what are your plans for the immediate future? You said you have to investigate a ghost?
That's kind of the plan.
Yeah, we haven't really planned anything out beyond that. I mean, we're all going to go do something together, right? We have to. We promised we would. But we haven't figured out what that something is yet.
I'm sure we'll stumble onto something. That's how all the stories go, right?
To be young again. I envy you kids.
Would be pretty cool to go on an adventure with you, though.
My adventuring days are behind me. Now I make tools for adventures. At least I can contribute in that way. So I'm gonna go close up shop, hang up that closed sign. I'm gonna start rounding people up. You two do what you need to do. I will see you guys tonight. And Rin, he gives you sort of like another like very tight fatherly hug.
Sir?
I have to pop in and find Mom at the apothecary before you nab her away. She'd be awfully mad if I said hi to you and not her.
Oh no, surprise her first and let her know what's going on. So he's like, Doc? You good?
Oh, yeah, I didn't know if I could talk. I didn't want to cut you up.
No,
Cut you off.
because you said sir and it kind of caught his attention.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry, that was in character. My bad. Okay. Yes. When he says that, he goes, I think it might be wise of me to warn you that Emmerich was potentially going to get started on some supper. You might want to warn him before he cooks up too much, or that we're eating somewhere else altogether, or that there's a change of plans just so he doesn't set up the whole dinner table, unless you want to have that celebration at our place. But
I'll tell you what, I'll hit up Emmerich first. Let him know. And hey, if he wants to cook food for everybody, I'm not going to say no. The man is a wizard in the kitchen.
But yeah, just wanted to let you know so there would not be any wasted meals.
Yeah.
We both know how that would end.
Yeah, I mean, he's already a little peeved about the lack of letters that he got. I don't think he wants to like cook food and then have his, two kids not eat because they're off at a celebration. But yeah, I'm gonna go do that. You all have fun. I'll see you tonight. And he just very hastily like runs off, just quickly flips a closed sign and begins running off. And Silver's like, all right, I'll turn the forge off.
Sorry about that. Wasn't expecting, a
Um,
big party, but I'll never say no to a big party.
It's okay. I always double check the forge, make sure the fires are out and everything before I leave. I mean, he's a good man, but he gets a little excited and he gets very forgetful.
He does.
Well, it has been 9 years. I think that's worth being excited over.
Oh, it is a very, very pleasant surprise. I'm happy to see all of you again and happy to know that everybody came back in one piece.
Yeah.
Your father should be at the library today if you want to stop by and say hi to him.
Yeah, I was thinking of going there next. Should I go see him at the library or should I wait till tonight? What do you think?
You know what? Wait. I want to surprise him.
Okay. I'll hold off.
And she smiles and she gives you another hug. She's like, all right, I'm going to make sure this place doesn't burn down. That would be bad for business.
You appreciate you.
But it was nice seeing you all again.
Yeah.
And she like goes into the back and opens the door and closes it and begins, doing the tear down process, making sure everything is safe.
Oh, it's nice being back home.
It is.
I really missed this.
I guess I should have expected Dad to be that excitable.
He always has been enthusiastic.
Yes, he has. But you did not help me there. As for helping, threw me under the bus.
I mean, I helped you under the bus.
I'll remember this. I'll remember
Grayson
this.
seems to do this a lot.
And as the two of you are discussing this, you do hear from behind you, Jade. Is that you, my dear? You're muted.
Sorry. Yeah. And she'll turn around, and I assume this is her father she's looking at.
You see both your father and your mother, the Baron and Baroness Redmayne.
Oh, okay. So, first thing I'll do is I will actually make a very graceful bow to both of them, and then I'll break into a smile and run over and give them both a big hug, discovering that my father has gotten much shorter since I left, or I have gotten much taller, and I now actually slightly tower over him. So they both get wrapped in big hugs.
And they both laugh and like hold you tight, and it just, you just feel just that love just sort of like wash over you. You shot up. Look at you.
Yes, a little bit more. Yes.
He kind of like holds your arms and holds you back a little bit and like looking at you. It's like, it does seem like the years have been good to you.
Yes, yes. Going to Glimmercross was the right thing, I think.
So are we looking at a full-fledged paladin now?
A young paladin, but yes, we are.
Wonderful. We got your letters, and sometimes they were a little confusing as they seem to have been delivered in, you know, a bit of random order here and there, but we were able to piece together, you know, a timeline as to what happened and where your adventures took you. And
Yes, that we did a lot of sort of like patrol kind of things, and so wherever they needed something in the area around Glimmercross, but sometimes we got pretty far afield. So yeah, and it really depended on how I could send a letter and what was available, and so I think that's how they managed to get out of order. And how are, well, I know I'll see them, but oh boy, how are Thomas and his wife Nellie doing?
oh, they're doing wonderful. They life is still flowing through them, and both of them are, right as rain.
Oh, that's good to hear. Good to hear. It'll be lovely to be home for a bit, maybe, and smell the pines, things again.
Of
I did
course.
miss that.
Spruce Home is your home. You are welcome there anytime.
Oh, thank you.
He looks over to like the rest of you, and he gives like a very pleasant wave to all of you. My, what a fine group of young adults you've all become.
Oh, and before you plan anything, it seems that Rin's parents are hosting some sort of supper.
I see.
Not formal.
I would not assume formal unless I was otherwise told.
Sure, Aaron will find you at some point.
Have they decided on a location as to where this will be held?
We were not told one.
I don't think they got that far.
You know how Dad is. He gets excited and runs off at the drop of the hat.
Yeah, he is an excitable sort, but he is a good man. When I speak to him, I will offer the services of Spruce Home for the locale of this little get together.
Actually, that would be very nice. Valus has a new companion, and I think they would be quite delighted to be able to be out on that kind of space.
And he like looks over to Valith. Did you get a new horse?
No, that's insulting. It's a griffin.
A griffin? I don't think I've seen a griffin up close. Yes, bring them. You. Spruce Home is wide enough that your griffin should be more comfortable than the streets of Lumin.
Thanks. Yeah, it's too big right now. After the tavern, I just sent him off circling around until I call him back. Too crowded for him anyway. He doesn't like lots of people.
Well, I will make sure that, we have enough space for him. And if he doesn't wish to be social, he'll at least have open fields to roam or fly over.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
And Jade leans down and whispers something in her father's ear. Just one thing. He likes a lot of uncooked fresh meat, so perhaps the livestock. We should maybe explain to him beforehand that they're kind of off limit.
I would trust that Vela has that all under control.
I guess we'll find out then.
And if a cow goes missing or a sheep goes missing, due to the griffin being hungry, well, I won't fault them.
Thank you. I actually scritched its head before I realized that probably wasn't the best thing to do. I mean, it's so beautiful.
Well, I look forward to seeing it when everyone gathers at Spruce Home. Like we were just heading back ourselves, but if Rin's father is passing out invitations, I think we can wait for him to find us, or we can find him, and we can go about it that way.
I think he was heading to Emmerich first.
Ah, wonderful. Well, then we will set out immediately towards Emmerich's, and I guess we will see the rest of you tonight. And they sort of give you another hug, Jade. And your mother smiles, and she like grips your hand. She's like, "It's so lovely again to see you.
It's been far too long, and the letters they're wonderful, but they're just not enough.
They don't do. They are nice, but they don't do it justice. It's nice to see that my daughter is alive and well and back home.
It's very nice to come back.
And she smiles as they excuse themselves and they go on down the road. And as they leave you all to your own means, where are you headed?
Are we visiting the brewery?
I think we have the brewery and the apothecary left to go, so.
Pretty much.
Sounds like a plan.
Do you want to head to the brewery first?
Sure. We'll go over to the Twisted Horn.
Okay. And as you make your way to the Twisted Horn, the very familiar scent of worked wood and sawdust is heavy in the air. As your father, he's probably busy on another one of his projects.
How busy is it in here right now?
It's normal for the Twisted Horn. This is like an everyday Twisted Horn. Like, so there are people in there perusing. There are people there working. It's like you've never left home.
She'll just kind of approach him then kind of quietly and be like, "Hi, Dad."
It's like he like stops mid swing with like a wood chisel and sort of tilts his head and slowly sets his tools down, and he spins to look at you. So I'm not hearing things. I heard rumors that you and your friends had come back, but I didn't want to get my hopes up just yet.
Got back a little sooner than originally quoted you when I left, so surprise.
It is a wonderful surprise. So he pulls you in for a hug.
And she definitely returns the hug. It's like, I really missed you, Dad.
I missed you too. How were your travels? Did everything work out? I know that you were here, a while ago to while you were looking for your griffin. Did you find one?
Yeah. He's kind of just out and about right now. It's way too crowded for him. One, because he's big, and two, because of the type of griffin he is. He's not really into crowds. So yeah, he's out and about right now. So yeah, so that's why my training got a bit extended, because I had to train with him one-on-one, because I can't have a training griffin forever.
Well, no, you need your own griffin if you're going to be a griffin knight. I mean, it's in the title.
Exactly. Oh.
I have a surprise for you, by the way.
Really?
You know how people have been saying that I need to expand a little bit and get my work and my mead out there?
Mm-hmm.
Your mother and I have agreed to take a trip to Glimmercross during the Continuance Festival.
Is his mother going to be okay for the journey?
Your mother has ulterior motives for going to Glimmercross as well. There is a healer that is said to be attending the festival that wishes to see her. If all goes according to plan, and our hopes are not too high, he may be able to help with her condition.
Okay. She won't need a pack of herbs or stay left behind. Obviously, not that you would leave her behind, but
no,
you know.
not at all. Not at all. It was her idea that we travel.
Oh,
and after
well, that's good.
After looking into things and after being able to have a bit of a conversation with this healer through letters, we decided that maybe it was time we do go somewhere for a change.
She doesn't like staying cooped up, so it's not surprising. But I'm glad you guys found someone. How did you find this healer?
A couple years ago, a traveler came through the town. They had this strange tonic with them. They themselves had a sort of lifelong illness that they had been dealing with, and this tonic seemed to like greatly reduce the effects of this of their condition, allowed them to be mobile, allowed them to not really experience the fatigue that their illness set upon them, gave them a chance at a bit of normality. And their name came up in conversation while I was speaking to them one day, and we decided that maybe we should try to reach out to this individual.
Okay. And has she already tried these tonics yet?
No, nothing of the sort. In the conversations that we had with this gentleman, he said that before a tonic can be made, he would have to be able to examine your mother, to that way It's specifically designed for her. It's a very, the way that you put it, a very personal and very specific process as to how everything is made for potions for each individual person. But once the tonic is, well, made or synthesized or whatever alchemists call it, a recipe is given as well. That way the individual can continue to make these tonics at home so they can, you know, receive treatment without having to travel to wherever this healer is at that time, at any time of day.
Is this healer credible? Is this going to be expensive? It sounds too good to be true.
We haven't promised any sort of payment or anything of that sort. If you're worried that we may be getting scammed. I mean, I am a businessman. I know how things work. So we're going to meet with him. We're going to see if we can get a decent feeling for him, you know, see that he's on the up and up before taking the next steps.
Okay. What's his name? Where is he from?
Believe it or not, he is from... Okay. How familiar are you with the people of New Daggertree?
I just know that it's where gnolls live.
And this individual is a gnoll. A very well-respected healer in his own circles.
Okay, not to sound like a terrible person, but gnolls aren't really known to be liars.
I mean, I don't know if that makes you a terrible person that they're not known to be liars. I mean, you're thinking the best of them.
Well, they tend to be straightforward from what I've been told, but never met a gnoll, so I don't know.
He seems pleasant from the conversations that we've had through our letters.
Okay, well, I mean, you know better. Being, you know, what you are, you tend to kind of have a good sense of people kind of bullshitting you, so I trust you to take care of Mom.
Mm-hmm. You know, I wouldn't do anything to put her or you in direct danger.
I know. But that's good. She wants to get out. She always wants to. I mean, that's why she likes to come here sometimes when she's able to. So I'm happy that she wants to get out.
Who knows, if this does work out, maybe I can start expanding a little bit. We can take trips to other locations and maybe build a couple more breweries in different cities.
That would be good. Instead of just sending casks everywhere. What were you going to say, Knock?
Not much. Simply that if your parents are going to travel far like that, carrying a lot of merchandise, and your mother, whose health I understand is to be verified, well, if ever your father needs a bunch of strapping young adventurers to potentially escort everybody there, I'm sure we could manage some time in our schedule.
Yeah, no, yeah, we'll just be an escort group all the time.
Yeah,
You know,
I did several,
right?
Look,
several escorts.
Well,
I was asking
Warrior,
simply
that
in the
is.
case that you might have been worried about your family. Otherwise, never mind, and I've said nothing.
Just saying, if you want us to escort them all the time, if business starts booming, we're not really adventurers now,
look,
are we? We're
I don't want to.
If it gets
I
to
don't
that
want
point, I'm
to.
sure they can afford
I don't want to
an escort.
impose and make all of you my personal bodyguards. In regards to our cargo, it will be sent from Beacon Point down to Glimmercross. Your mother and I will be taking a separate ship, so we won't be on the same ship as the cargo. If you'd like to travel with us and partake in the festival yourselves, you are more than welcome.
I mean, I can't speak for all of us, but I know me personally have completed my training to the point where I am free to do as I wish, so I wouldn't mind going. Never been, so it could be a fun experience.
And it is going to be a grand one this year, as it is the 160th celebration.
It's much more important than the 150th. Mm.
Did I hear right that there's going to be like some tournament or something that's happening?
Oh yeah, there is a tournament almost every time, every celebration, but this one is going to be grand. Like they are, like the king and queen are pulling out no stops for the 160th celebration, much like they did for the 150th and the 140th. But yes, there is. It promises to be fun and eventful for those of all ages.
Tournament sounds like a good time to me.
It does sound like a good point to test out our metal at some point.
He goes, well, if you all enter at once, you could join the group melee.
Definitely sounds interesting.
Well, that could be fun. Yeah, that would be great. When you're going after the healer arrives?
We're meeting the healer in Glimmercross during the event.
Oh, that was before. All right. Well, I mean, if you need an escort, then I think everyone else sounds pretty excited.
Sounds like a good plan.
Well, we don't leave for another week, so if there's anything else you wanted to do or anything like that, I'm not going to hold you back.
Gives us a week to resolve this ghost thing.
Sounds like
You're hunting ghosts.
have it cleared up by then.
Yeah.
There's a rumor. I don't think it's ghost related, but there is a rumor of Kaylin's old establishment.
Mr. Kalen. Hold on a second. He walks over and he's like, where is it? And he opens up a small box and he brings out a key. Mr. Kalen. Hello. Mr. Kalen left this for me when he ordered a bit of woodworking done in the house. I was never able to give it back to him because he, up and vanished. So if this helps you get inside, and he hands it over to Valeth, then I am more than happy to part with it.
I'm so sorry. What did you hand, Vela?
It was a key to Kaylin's place.
Okay. Actually, yeah, that would be better, considering how, breaking and entering is one of our favorite pastimes to do, and I'm sure people would frown upon that adults are doing that.
Yeah, it's kind of frowned upon when anyone under over the age of 14 breaks into a house.
Yep, totally not referring to a past event of a particular meat pie shop. Kind of looks over to the rest of the group like,
I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened.
Nock looks guilty as hell.
No. Appreciate
must be
it.
thinking of someone else.
It's not. I said it's not us. It wasn't us. Is mom at home then?
Yes, your mother is at home today. When I left this morning, she seemed to be doing rather well.
Oh, good. It's one of her better days. I think we'll deal with this issue first, and then I plan on coming home tonight anyway. I'll say hi to her then, because I don't think she'd want me to leave after I just got there. So I'll come by. I'll swing by tonight.
I think that would be best.
It's good seeing you.
It was good seeing you too. I'm happy that all of you are back in one piece.
Dad might be stopping by later to invite you to a get together he's planning tonight.
Don't
I'm
get
gonna
my
say
parents
mine.
involved in your orgy.
Too late.
My parents were not part of that.
As like your dad gets a very confused look on his face, is like, her dad's going to invite us to like a celebratory orgy?
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, apparently that barmaid that finds you really cheap gonna be there too.
Shush you. Okay. I think I just opened my mouth a little. No, they're having a celebration to celebrate all of us coming home tonight.
Okay, so there's no orgy.
If there is,
God,
I'm
I
out.
hope not.
Okay. I got really confused. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, before I go, gosh, I really should get something that's going to be much more convenient. But for now, she'll go ahead and get her her water skin and be like, "Can I have some to go?"
As he smiles and he takes it and pops open the water skin. He's like, which one do you want?
Oh, I love the blueberry one. The blue cloak. I want that one.
Blue cloak? He walks over to like another room and you hear just like a keg being opened as he just fills the water skin and he comes back out and hands it over to you.
Oh, I've missed this so much. Thank you.
Maybe I'll bring a barrel or two for the celebration tonight.
Oh my gods, yes. Please, yes. Does anyone else want something before we go? Because I'm good with this as we go.
Yeah, that would be great. My water skin's empty too, as he pours out the water that was in his water skin.
Oh no, it's empty!
Oh no, day drinking!
We're literally following their lead and just doing the exact same thing.
He laughs. He's like, okay, do you all want the blueberry or do you want the classic
I've never had the blueberry, so yeah, I'll take it.
blueberry?
I'd love to smell it.
I mean, Bailiff's
you're
never
muted.
stopped raving about blueberry.
Raven, you're muted.
I had that
I
new
will
one at
take whatever.
breakfast. It's great. You should try
I'll
it.
take whatever your personal recommendation is.
I have a new one.
Is it safe?
I've had it a couple times and I haven't passed out, blackout drunk or anything. It's called
Sure.
It's called Fireball Finale.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't have that one.
That's the cinnamon one. Is that the one with the cinnamon and the peppers?
Yeah, I finally got it, working perfect. I finally got it working perfect. It's literally just Fireball.
Well, yeah.
Perfect.
There is a mead I love that actually is it's actually I'm trying to remember all the elements. It was red pepper, or it's like chili peppers with chili pepper, and I think it was like cherries and cinnamon, and it's so good, but it's too spicy for me, and I was just like, oh my god, and a mead. It was so good.
Around Christmas time, my drinking preference is much like a wizard, just Fireball.
Fireball's delicious.
Fireball. Song.
But he goes and he gets anyone who gives him water skin, he fills the water skin up so you can do a bit of day drinking as you're going out.
I'm
There's
gonna
not
need
a
like
bunch
an
of pearls on this
everlasting. Yeah, there is. I'm gonna need like one of those like everlasting like
Wine skins.
wine skins that I'm just like all the time need. That's the goal now. That's a goal sometime in this campaign.
A raccoon gift, everlasting wine skin.
Yeah.
Lord.
Never mind the skin of, infinite water. We want the skin of infinite booze. Let's go.
This is the infinite mead.
Yep.
Mead. I'm doing a thing with Valeth. Just very much addicted to mead.
All right. Like, I will keep an eye out for Darren. And we'll make a choice selection for drinks tonight.
He's probably gonna want that cinnamon one.
Oh, I can bring that
You know
one.
he likes things hot.
Yes, and well, I'm looking for more taste testers. So before that it's out in the market, I want to make sure that everything is just right.
Even better.
He's like, well, if you need anything, you know where I'm at.
Of course. I'll see you tonight.
Definitely.
Right. I think we have an apothecary to go to before she holds up the key before we investigate this.
Yep. And you make your way out of your father's shop and down the road, look, twists and bends, and you come to the apothecary. And just looking through the window, you can see that your mother is in there working.
Just gotta push open the door and walk on in. I'm sure there's some sort of chime over the door that goes off as she walks in.
As the chime goes off, she's like, "Oh, I'll be right there with you. Just let me know. Just let me know if there's anything you need." And you see she's just placing like a pot down up onto like a pedestal, like on a shelf. And as she turns around, she almost like knocks it down in her surprise. And she kind of just like has like an open gaping mouth, and she doesn't say anything, and she just runs and just hugs you.
Turn the big old hug. Made it home.
What's that?
So we made it home.
I can see. I was expecting you at some point in time, but I didn't know when. You look good. Look tall.
Grew a few inches. Guess that happens over the few years.
So she kind of like runs her hand like through your hair. Still got the fire top too.
Had to get something from Dad.
This is true. But she does like a full like walk around and everything, and she like looks at the rest of you. She's like, 9 years. It's been 9 years since I last saw all of you. You look so good.
Feels like it's been a lifetime.
I don't know if it's worse or if it's just being in the position of being a parent and having your child be gone for 9 years. But any stress I had on me is now gone. You're staying for a while, right? You're not like just popping in saying hi mom, hi dad, and then leaving.
That's not the plan, no.
Okay, good.
We have a few things lined up, but Dad's planning a party tonight.
Of course he is. You know that man, he loves his parties.
He does. And he's already closed down the blacksmith. So.
Oh wow, he closed the blacksmith early?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh, this
he's
is good.
rounding everything up.
I'm
Good
going
luck.
to have to carry him home. He's going to be so drunk.
It may be a long walk. My parents offered Spruce Home as a good location.
Well, the good thing is I am well versed in carrying her father places, so it should just be a normal day. She kind of like looks over you. She's like, "Was that too much information?"
Maybe a little bit. That's not the comments from Bailiff are playing over and over again in her head, rent free. Thanks, Bailiff.
Look, if anyone knows anything about American Dad, Barry's parents being like the 1970s swingers and everything, that's all I see now. That's
I
all I
hate you.
see in Ren's parents.
I hate you.
So, still barbarian?
It's what's stuck. They kind of told me I had to go study that instead, so here I am. Supposedly I passed that. Don't know how.
I think that suits you better anyway.
Probably. Took a while, but I came to accept it, so.
I mean that in a positive, complimentary way, not a you're angry all the time and beat people up kind of way.
Look, I never started any of those fights.
Oh, but you sure do end them.
Except for picking a fight with the wrong person. Yeah, we supposedly passed. It's still feels weird not to be have the report back in every night. Not everything.
Yeah, you now that you're back home and everything, I would assume that you are all now recognized and now have your whole lives ahead of you.
Apparently, we're going to be hunting a ghost tonight. At some point this afternoon, something like that.
Not even home a day and already planning adventures. She kind of like looks over to Gray.
Oh, we weren't even here for 10 minutes before this one got kicked into gear. Like the second we walked into town, just a crowd of people rushed us. Like we have been waiting for a group of adventurers to show up. And look, here we are.
Give me a deception roll.
What even is my deception?
I don't know.
It's awful. Okay.
-5.
Okay, that's kind of hilarious.
Well, you're right about negatives, but it's just -1. That's going to be a 9.
9. She kind of just gives you like a knowing, like motherly smile. So who told you?
I told you it was a group of very eager and very
Gray?
rich. It was a little kid.
So you're the one who got him excited. That boy has
Maybe
been
just a little.
running around the streets screaming about people have shown up to kill the ghost.
How do you even kill a ghost?
Well,
of course, I know you can't stab them.
You can't stab them, but you know, those of a divine nature can put them to rest. They can be destroyed. I mean, it just, if you hit them, it just takes a little longer. Now, if it's haunting a place, that's completely different. You're gonna need more of a practical application for it. Find the thing that it's haunting, the thing it's tied to, burn it. Should get rid of them. So, I would ask you not to set fire to the house. Yes, it's in a little bit of disrepair, but it's still a nice house.
Yeah, I don't think we want to be on the hook for that bill.
Definitely sounds out of budget.
Well, they haven't been able to sell the house since the rumors of it being haunted have been going around, so it's just been sitting there. Who knows? Maybe you can solve the mystery as to what's going on in there, and afterwards, the house can be cleaned up and put on market again.
And then we get a portion of the sale for clearing it out?
You would have to speak to the leadership on that one. I'm an apothecary. I can't make that sort of deal.
We can arrange that.
What did happen to Caliph? I know we've heard some rumors about him, but
Well, if you believe what your father says, then he stopped by one day, gave your dad a key, asked him to do a bit of woodwork around the house, and then he was just seen walking out of town a couple days later, and he's just never been back.
it doesn't sound too exaggerating, so it could be true.
I'm sorry, no, it wasn't Darren who got it. No, the key was given to Valeth's father. Darren just saw him walk out of town. He's like, your father just says that he walked out of town one day, and we haven't seen him since.
He was weird anyway, so I can't even tell if that's normal behavior or not.
He was a bit of an eccentric, yes, but everything that he did was well-meaning and was meant to better things in one way or another.
There's definitely something going on at that house, and whatever it is, we'll figure it out.
Given the inquisitive nature of this group when you were children, I don't doubt that.
Hopefully we can come to the party tonight with a new story to tell.
Oh, your father will talk your ear off if that's the case.
Yes, he will. Maybe we can get Gray to tell it. He does tell the best stories.
Does sound like it'll be a grand adventure.
Well, I wish you safety and the best of luck in this. You all look capable. And I don't think a little trip into a house is going to end in anyone's demise.
Let's hope not. Yeah, I want to see what everyone else has learned in their years away.
Actually, before we go, while we're here,
Fabulous.
looking for the health potions.
We all knew that was coming the moment we said apothecary.
Head just whips around on a swivel looking for the potions.
It's like, yeah. Where are the health potions at? I can only buy the basic bitch stuff, but let's go.
Health potions.
Yes.
Well, I regret to inform you, I don't have any at the moment. I tend to make them on order.
I'd like to order something.
She wants 10.
I don't know if I can afford 10. We'll find out. Rojan's like,
It's episode 1. It's episode 1. You don't get to start your collection yet.
I have to start it sometime while I'm still in town.
Well, how much are you looking to order?
Well, how much will a basic health potion cost me?
10 gold.
How much for 100?
100 potions?
Yes. No, sorry.
100 gold?
100 gold. Oh,
I was gonna say, where are you gonna store this 100 potions? But then I forgot you have a bag of holding.
I have a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's
so-
10 for 10.
10 for 10.
10 for 100.
Yeah, 10 for 100.
Yes.
Well, I can get started on that right away. It's gonna take a little bit of time. You understand?
Of course. Of course. I'm gonna be in town for at least a little while. So, yeah.
It's like I do take the money up front though.
Oh, of course. Well, hand her the money.
She takes the gold and writes your name down on the ledger and just like 10 health potions.
Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it. It was good seeing you.
It was wonderful seeing all of you.
See, oh, by the way, it was nice to see you. After
Oh, yeah. Your things and yeah.
Well, good luck on your grand adventure.
We'll see. We're just checking out an old house.
Haunted old house.
You all have to start somewhere. Better this than killing rats in a basement.
Silva did tell that story a lot.
I mean, it was how a lot of young adventurers got their starts as children. You know, getting a couple copper every now and then and killing a bunch of rats in the inn's basement. But thankfully, we live in a time where mouse traps are a thing.
So instead, we get our start by exploring haunted house full of malfunctioning artificer machinations.
I'm pretty
Supposedly.
sure that's what's causing the haunting. Pretty
Allegedly.
sure.
Or
Whatever,
maybe
whatever you
there's
do.
a ghost inhabiting the machines.
Well, look at it. Look at it
That's
this
what
way.
makes them malfunction.
Just don't be the rats who get caught in the malfunctioning machines.
There's haunted dolls, I'm out.
Knock.
That's when we just burn the place down. It's worth it at that point.
Just burn it all down.
All right, guys.
Yeah, knock.
Plan
Don't
A.
touch
A
everything.
for arson.
Look, I can promise nothing.
Ghosts can't haunt a place if it burns down.
There is that.
Well, actually, we just learned on Destiny Forge that that's not true, sir.
I have no
Yeah,
idea what
you
you're
just
talking about.
contradicted yourself.
I would like to point out that the basement is still intact.
Fair. Oh, good. They can all live in the basement.
Haunted basement.
Oh.
Should we just head over and get this over with? See what the heck's going on.
Probably a good idea.
Sounds great.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Yay.
And as you all begin, you leave the apothecary and you make your way through town, out back to the main square and up the hill to Caleb's place. It's in disrepair. It is. If you didn't know any better, this would be the textbook look of a haunted house. As all of you begin to cross that rusted iron gate and make your way up the path towards the front of the hill or the front of the door, you hear that small child just screaming, "They're gonna kill the ghosts!" And that's where we are going to end for this week.
Say, go the fuck away. Go home.
Damn it!
Where
I
are
can-
your parents and why don't they have you right now? Go home.
Aren't you in school? Go.
He's 5.
There's
Kindergarten.
K.
Kindergarten, okay? Don't look at the parents.
Go home to your mama. She waiting for you.
You kidding? They gave the kid a ton of sugar and let him run around town because he won't shut up about ghosts.
That is poor
Guys,
parenting.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I do
Oh, and he's gone again.
apologize, but I
What?
think my computer's crashing, so I will have to restart it. It might mess the cameras. I do apologize. I know it's the end of the session, but it is. I am having an
Oh
issue
dear.
Okay.
now.
Why can't you control your technical difficulties?
It's just crappy hardware. I need a better graphics card. That's my problem.
I mean,
Mhm.
you're fine right now as I do the sign off.
Okay, well, I'll leave it as is then, and
yeah.
I'll restart it
Don't
once
touch
we're out.
anything.
Yeah, there's
I'm
no
not touching it.
there's no camera, but I can still hear you.
Okay, good enough.
But yep, so that is going to do it for us tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in as we have now completed episode 1 of A New Era. This is your first time here. This is not the only show that we do. Normally on Saturdays, we have coming up on this Saturday, we would normally have The Downfall of Propriety, which is a Bridgerton inspired media adventure run by Mulls. But we are out for the weekend for that game. But we will be back next Saturday for another episode of Withered Wastes, which is another 5th edition game that I run. Sundays we have our returning Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign of Wayward Wanderers run by Azarin. Coming up on Monday is going to be another episode of Destiny Forged, which is our longest running show here on the channel, currently in its 4th campaign. Tuesdays, we have Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is run by Tilt. And then coming up next Thursday will be another episode of Mass Effect Horizons, which is a Mass Effect game run by Zorro. And on the alternating Thursdays, you now have us here for A New Era. But for now, we are going to head on out. Thank you so much for everyone for tuning on in. And we will catch you on Sunday for Wayward Wanderers.
Have a good night, everyone. I am waving, though my camera is dying.